All right, so yeah, last time you guys you know, you were sent on a rescue mission to find the Solvetsky Island sister ship, the Typhoon, and after, long story short, after tracing, like following trail breadcrumbs, it led you to um, the ruins of an engineer ship where you found the last surviving crew members. Um, being held hostage by cultists. One of them basically sacrificed herself to throw Gunny a data pad um, that had some important intel on it, and she was executed. And then after killing all the cultists, um, the other two crew members, it was revealed that they had been infected with black goo, and you did a not so clean mercy kill on them with a smart gun. And yeah, so you have this intel. And as I said, it's what I posted um, in the notes section. It is basically um, encoded information on the coordinates to the Lychgate, which, as a reminder, is the big engineer relic you first learned of at May Outpost. And so you've got those coordinates decoding on your way back to the Yanla. So my question for you guys, are you doing or discussing anything on your ride back home, or are you ready to just um, skip that and go back to base? What would you guys like to do?
Well, theoretically, would we have enough time for Agnes to get healed up a bit because he got that cracked spine?
What's
that
the heal time on it?
It's 13 days, though if medical treatment is given, it's halved, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yeah, that I remember that rule as well. Well, you do have plenty of medics. Um, and for the sake of streamlining, I'll say between the medics and medical facilities, um, that'll be enough and the travel time, that'll be enough for you to be fully healed and rehabilitated.
Nice, thanks.
All right. So, is anybody else going to do anything? Any discussions you're going to have? Any resupplies, etc.?
Are we back at the mothership then? Or
You're
we
on your way to the mothership. I'm asking you, are you going to do anything while you're like on your ship while you're there?
everything is repaired?
Yeah, you can get like everything that. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of you. I mean, because none of your vehicles took any damage on your last mission. Um,
Yeah.
and from what I recall, I mean, because you weren't encountering any proper xenomorphs, you did encounter a single perfected specimen and two archdeacons, but they don't have acid blood, so nobody's armor got damaged. Um, so theoretically, you should be back in, mint condition, at least as much as you can be by this point. But like I said, like if anybody's going to grab some extra ammo, um, or a new suit of armor or replacement gear or whatever you want to do, um, obviously you got a little bit of time, but I just wanted to put that out there, so that's in case it's something everybody's doing right now.
More ammo? Yeah.
All right, so you can,
Definitely.
yeah,
The,
because as
the
we
fact
discussed
that I
before, in
blew
terms of like,
through two
yeah,
boxes.
yeah, small arms ammo, i.e., smart gun drums, like you can pick that up from the ship's armory free of charge.
Yep.
Since Agnes's brush with near paralysis has been kind of talking with everybody else, just thinking out loud, basically, about what what are they gonna find at the gate? Will they be able to get there before any of the enemy forces do?
I hope we can get there
Yeah,
before them.
we should be able to.
Yeah. So, um, is that the extent of the discussion you're having? Because the reason I asked is because basically by the time you get back to the mothership, that's when, conveniently enough, the coordinates are decoded.
Mine kind of talks to Buddy about having to put down infected humans, and that he's not as unaffected as the dice would tell.
Okay, so he's not made of stone. Noted.
What's that?
I said, so he's not made of stone. Noted.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, didn't really have any other choice, but
No, we
sucks
didn't.
all around, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did. And he takes some coughing syrup. Oh, I mean.
So, all right. Anything? What's up?
Cody,
Agnes is gonna
I do
kind of
want
look
to.
around and. Oh, sorry.
Hold on, Horgus was talking.
Sorry, guys. I'm on hotspot on my cell phone, so I might kick in and out.
Okay.
No, you're coming through perfectly.
I do want. Yeah, sometimes you guys aren't, so I figured I am too. So I do want to send a message to our who the person we know at SOP with SOF, sorry, SOF,
Drew Bob.
and yeah, and say, hey, I'd like to schedule a meeting with the leadership there if he can organize that for us for when we get on the mothership.
So he, I mean, you won't get a response just yet. But that is
Right.
something where you can, once you get there, I mean, you can go talk to him. Um, so, and then Agnes, what was your question?
Oh, Agnes is gonna be reminded and ask, "Where's Johnny? He hasn't seen him around for a while."
And it's like, I'm amazed I remembered his name.
Oh yeah, I should have said Tommy. Fuck it.
Johnny's now on a
Jimmy.
different team.
Johnny, I
I
thought
haven't
his name
been
was
seeing him
Jimmy.
around.
Whatever his goddamn name is.
Wasn't it Jackie?
He's irritated me for the last time, so he's now been delegated to another
Mr.
group.
Mr. What's his nuts over there?
Okay, so
He's
wow,
on
Horgus
this
just
side.
turned into Vader. You have irritated me for the last Drill Sergeant Vader. It's like that Rogue One video where it's like Hartman over Vader's dialogue in the fucking like hallway scene. That's Horgus.
Well, he is my rival, so
Yeah. Any, anyway, so you guys make it to the Ianla, and I'll also bring over the map because if you're curious, I mean this isn't like a big elaborate map, but if you want a sense of like what this ship kind of looks like, um, it's basically a very lengthy colony ship, and then it has like these 4 atmosphere processors on the sides. Um, and it's broken down by the sort of not necessarily legend on the side, but basically you're going to be docking from here, the transit module. And
I could make a comment, but I'll be
I have a
honest
feeling I know
about
what
what
comment you're making, and
the ship
believe me, you're
looks
not the
like.
only one thinking. It looks like Dr. Evil's ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I would like to be able to see it, but it's taken forever to load for me.
right. Okay, so, but what I will do is I have this, ad hoc diagram. So basically, when you are docking, you, so you all are, and you've got the Solvetsky Island crew with you. You're docking at the airlock. When you make it to the transit module, the door opens up. However, you've got company,
Oh.
and I apparently have a Facebook
Oh
message I
dear.
need to fucking close because I just got a notification. Um, so Well, I just got to answer this real quick. Anyway, so you do have, so there's 6. So in terms of the guards, so the ones that are in these corners are basically just standard guards, not really involved with what's going on. Um, but the 6, like the 2 lines of 3, and then Corporal McCurdy in the center, they are all facing you. And the corporal says to you guys, like she basically tells you to step aside because she says she and her team have orders to apprehend individuals with an arrest warrant against them on charges of treason against the Three World Empire.
Oh, that.
Oh dear.
So,
I'll look at it. I'll step up to look at their arrest warrant or whatever their paperwork.
yeah, because she does have like a data pad that she will present you to prove that it's not just, oh, we're bored, so we're going to arrest these people for fun kind of deal. Um, and the arrest warrant, it was personally signed by Colonel Buston, the not Quaritch guy that you met a few sessions ago. That specifically it is an arrest warrant for the 2 people that you ratted out to the colonel. Those being uh, the diplomat Megan Buckley and one of the scientists Tetsuo Ajiri. Like those were the 2 people that were openly supportive of NAPRO, and they are the people that the colonel has put out an arrest warrant for.
Well, damn.
And what did they do? Does it state what they did?
Um, their charges of, I mean, if I'm using the word right, dissidence in terms of, um, open support for NAPRO and that. I mean, he's ruled that as, treason against the Empire, as in they've been
Now,
openly supportive of a rogue government, and as a patriot, he does not approve of that.
Oh, did it hurt? Did it hurt when they said no? That they didn't like you? Ooh,
now,
I think we have we have much bigger issues than this shit, man. Just saying, or ma'am, not sir. Just remember,
Sir,
that's
ma'am.
a lady.
Female human male, what?
yeah.
do they even have
Exactly.
the ability to do this here, since we're under the UNC right now?
Well, here's the thing: is that the corporal may not, like McCurdy. She doesn't necessarily um, state this as the kind of thing you would have to get in contact with the colonel for. Like basically, she's just doing what she was ordered to, like handling this on behalf of the colonel. But if there was more to it, if she had if the colonel has the authority for it, then it hasn't been specified to her because she doesn't really have an answer for you. But what she does tell you um, is, because once again, wandering around my room, she does say to you rather respectfully but firmly um, that, it's part of a larger coordinated operation to remove NAPRO influence from the Great Mother mission. And per the orders of Colonel Buston, you're either with us or against us on this one. And for clarity, with us is defined as either assisting in the arrest or not interfering in the arrest.
Aren't you a little bit outside of your jurisdiction?
And she says, um, I am simply following the orders of the colonel.
Just following orders. People used to get hanged for that.
Well, you could tell the colonel that they are no longer here, and you can return then to him.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Just that, they're no longer here.
Just that. Do you not speak English? I said they are no longer here.
I am looking directly at them.
Oh, they're with us?
Yes. I specifically pointed that out before, describing the
Oh,
situation.
I didn't notice it. The map just loaded like a minute
Oh.
ago for me.
Well,
So
basically, yeah, this is Buckley and this is Ajiri, and also you've got Captain Richards with you. Though you did not rat out Captain Richards, so she doesn't have a bone to pick with him.
well, I will then state that they are not here any longer. You don't see them. They're
These are not the people you are looking for.
So she
I
sort
say
of
we've got bigger issues than this squabble of these people. I need these people because we have to head right back out, and your colonel will be updated very soon. So you can go return to him and tell him to come to the governor's office, and he could find out what is going on.
and the corporal sort of, I mean, because she does, it's very clear that she has, like you can see like handcuffs, a stun baton, and stuff like that. But she does have a storm rifle, and she sort of steals her grip on her rifle and says, "I'm afraid that is not an option." And she says, "Men carry out the
Go to
arrest."
initiative. Go to
Okay.
initiative.
Okay.
Oh god, gonna burn all the bridges coming up to the end.
All right. I'm gonna
Might as
hold on.
well.
I mean, she specifically made it clear that she didn't have an axe to grind with you, but like an issue with you. So,
She just went for her rifle.
I mean, she did not like go for her rifles and take aim. I mean, she basically. So let me put it this way: she has her rifle in a lowered position, but what I'm describing is that she kind of tightens her grip on it as a little bit of emphasis, like, you know, I don't want to use lethal force, but I will if you directly interfere.
So then I will tighten my hand on my sword and my pistol and go, you don't want to, you don't know, you don't, let me try that again. You don't want to face us. You know our reputation. I'd rather not hurt you today. We might need you in the future when we have to fight these aliens.
So, all
This
right, well,
petty shit. So stand down peacefully or you're going to get hurt.
all right,
And I'd rather
so,
not hurt you because I don't have a problem with you or your men. Damn, my image finally just loaded
oh man,
on my sheet.
oh, hold,
It
yeah,
even
yeah, there's
popped
Horg.
up.
Oh god, so let me see. So who all has? I mean, obviously Martin and Evelyn.
I got it as well.
Okay.
So there's no chance of manipulating them. Then we either give it up or we fight. So is that what you're saying?
Um, I mean, yeah, the corporal did specifically say, per the order,
Okay.
per the orders of the colonel, you were either with us or against us.
What, is
Already.
this Colonel Bush?
Colonel Quaritch, but close enough. So, let's see. So, Martin. So let's see. Reroll initiative. Your only other option is a 10, so I'll keep you at 7. Agnes, reroll initiative. You're at 6. Your other option is 9, so I'll keep you at 6. Evelyn, oh, you can go to 1 from 9.
Oh hell yeah, I'll definitely
Right.
do that.
So, and then Horgus, do you have fast reflexes?
I do now.
Okay. So you can go, well, yeah, from 6 to 7, or 7 to 6 rather.
Woohoo!
So you advance 1.
All
Okay.
right.
And so basically, yeah, you've got Captain Richards on your team. Anybody can swap with him technically, as well as Evelyn. So who wants to swap in what order?
Does Horgus want to swap with Richards to give out orders, or will the
No,
heaviest
who's
take
our
Martin?
shovel hammer?
That would be Arthur or Anne, though I didn't put either of them in the encounter. If you want them in there, they can be.
Considering they're not here.
I mean, they'll still exist as NPCs. It's just I didn't put them in this, in part because I wasn't expecting Horgus to go to guns. I mean, I really should have, but
I would want my team here.
okay.
I mean, they outnumber us 2-1 right now, so I don't count the 3 non-coms. So you've got all
Well,
these NPCs. I want mine.
all right. Well, who do you want there?
You didn't think of that before you said let's go to initiative?
Well, no, I just figured my
Didn't
guys are
see.
here.
Okay. Well,
Shit.
who are you going to be bringing in?
We would be all leaving the ship, right?
I can't imagine your entire crew would be crammed in this airlock.
Well, no, I mean my alpha.
Okay, so basically what you're saying, so Kung Fu Arthur and Anne, yes?
Yeah, I don't want to risk getting us hurt. I just want to take these guys down quickly and let's not try to kill them.
I got a buzz electro grenade, baby. That can help stun some of them.
So toggle combat state, so I'll roll for Arthur and then Anne.
The problem is half of them are going to be in on like unless you want to go first with the grenade while they're all in that room. I don't know if Evelyn would give up the one.
Well, do note also that if you throw a grenade into this zone, you're going to be hitting these guards who are neutral in the fight.
Oh.
Oh, is it just her
yeah.
fighting us?
No. Okay, let me put it this way. You see her in the center, and you see those 2 lines of 3. The 2 lines of 3, those are her men. These 4 guys in these corners, these are just neutral guards guarding the airlock. Like, they're not part of the
Okay.
arrest, but they're not going to jump to your
Oh,
defense.
okay.
But if you
They
attack
all look
them,
the same. So.
yeah, right. Well, I'm just saying if you throw a grenade and you hit them, then that's going to rally them against you.
Yep,
Yeah,
they
let's
know
not
that,
do
so
that.
no grenades, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll keep the first position because I do still have the shotgun on me, which is like, non-lethal.
Well, depending on what you load it with, but
Take him down. Yeah.
do you have baton rounds for it?
Yeah, it still has the. Yep, it still has the baton rounds loaded.
And per raw, the shotgun is technically short range. However, as a reminder, I did home rule it to go out to medium range. So you could shoot into the adjacent zone and hit these guys.
Yep. And I think before you home ruled that, I had purchased an optical scope for it.
Right.
So it could be a little bit more useful than short range.
Right. Well, either way. Oh, I got hit begin combat.
So we're gonna swatch our shovel guy with Captain.
Okay, so Arthur will go to. He will swap with Richards. Where's Richards? So.
Agnes, do you want to go where Anne is?
I could, but as far as weapons go, I either have the smart gun or the heavy flamer. So I don't know which would be more, non-friendly to them. I don't think burning them would be too good. Yeah, but I can. I'll just use the smart gun and try not to kill him.
Or do you want me to go in with my sword?
Oh, that would be maybe risky
The
with
non-lethal option. Sword.
I don't have non-lethal. I only have lethal. Well, I could grapple her.
Oh.
Let me just double check
that you have a good close combat.
Yeah, it's a close combat stunt. If you get more successes and you're able to close combat her with stunts, yeah, you could grapple theoretically.
Yeah, and as and Emily and I know, grappling, because grappling. So when you have somebody grappled, you can actually attack them. The thing is, the caveat is that you can only grapple. So yes, it becomes a fast action, though it's only an unarmed attack. But that does mean you can punch her twice.
Nice. Yeah, maybe Horgus instead of Anne, because if you
Okay.
get the leader, then they'll probably stop.
Yeah, I just know that I'm okay at close combat now, but I'm not the strongest guy. I'm average strength.
I am just shooty with melee.
Okay.
I am dead.
So then, yeah, switch with me with Anne then.
All right, so Gunny and Ann swap. Swap initiative with Ann. Okay. Any other swaps?
I don't think so. There's really
Yeah,
everybody
it
else
seems so.
goes. Yeah, I think
Okay.
you're good.
All right. So, all right, Evelyn, you're up.
Yep. So I will target Ashley, and I will take a shot at her with well, actually I'll aim. So give me the +2, get a +2 from the shotgun as well, bonus. Excuse me. So that's agility and range combat. So that's 8, 10, 12 total. Yep. And
Two
get started.
successes.
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna push that or keep it?
I'll push.
All right.
Yeah, I'll push. So
Alright.
that's 10d6 plus 1d. Yes.
Oh, another two successes. Okay. The baton rounds, if I'm not mistaken, are armor doubled.
Yep, like shotgun.
Yes.
So, all right. So she's rolled 12d6. Um, she soaks one of it, but takes are you putting it all on damage?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. That's 2, 3, 4. So one hits pretty good. Now I got to do that stamina roll for. So let's see. -2 is /R. Do that.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, not good for her. So, she actually gets stunned, and you see the energy kind of arcing through her, and she's like, her teeth are clattering. She looks very, very pissed. Um, and all right, so she is stunned. Um,
Oh, but it didn't break her, I take it, did
it
it?
did not. It did. It took out a pretty big
Okay.
chunk of her health, but she's still alive and up. Um,
You love just enough
Yep,
August.
that's fine.
so,
Please don't go over there and cut off your head, Horgus, please.
If he's nice, he'll
I
just
beg
cut
of
off
you,
an arm.
don't do that.
he writes an "I stab at thee, foul dragon," or something. Cuts off her 300 experience points for me. Horgus forgot that he was in 2186. He thought he was in D&D. So anyway, all
Oh,
right.
my
So
attack of opportunities.
yeah. So the bad news is we've got 3 of these peacekeepers now who saw you shoot at their squad leader. So they are going to shoot at you, Evelyn.
Yep.
Or at least this one is. So let's see. Aim. So let's see. Aim is
Expected this.
+2. Storm rifle, I believe, gives a +1. So that's all right. Well, hold on. Why the hell is his stamina listed at 11? What the fuck?
Damn.
That's yeah. No, that's
You used some cheating characters. That's what you're using.
I didn't. I'm resetting it.
I'm teasing you, dude.
All right. Let's see. So I'll just assume it was supposed to be
I have a
1,
feeling
but
that was a typo.
yeah,
in
no
the
Oh
shit.
yeah, probably
module.
double. Yeah,
Jesus.
probably it's a
So
double.
I'll
Should
set it,
be
I'm
a double.
assuming that it was just 1, so I'll set it to 1. Because otherwise, yeah. So anyway, so I believe his pool was 9, so /R9. Okay, so that is a hit against Evelyn. That is armor piercing. Damage. And I'll also play the sound effect manually. If I find it.
Halved. So. Excuse me.
Now you block one of it, but you take 1 point. Alright, so
That's all
next is going to
good.
be
I
this guy who
expected this.
this guy is going to move one zone. He moves into this zone and then he moves into engage range with Dr. Ajiri. And then ditto on this dude. He's going to move into engage range with Buckley. All right, Senior Gunnery Sergeant Horgus, you are up. So anyway. Oh god.
So I can't move in and grapple then, right? I can't move in and attack.
Not on this turn, because basically you would have to move into the adjacent zone and then into engage range from the Curdy. So next round you would be able to grapple her, but based on the fact that these guys basically had to use their whole turn just to get into engage range with people in your zone, that also applies for you guys, for anybody who wants to get into engage range from the Curdy or the other guards.
Yeah, on the next round, if you swap with Evelyn, then you can, right at the start, just get her, grapple her. So yeah, we should be okay.
Okay. I will. And grapple only requires one hand free.
So grappling is a stunt. Like when you attack somebody in close combat, if you get an extra stunt, you can hold your opponent in a grapple.
Okay. So I will, because I could quick draw while moving, right?
Yes. Your quick draw doesn't require an action, so.
Okay. So I will quick draw the sword.
Okay.
And then move into engage range.
Okay. So it'll be your turn.
That's not hostile at all.
Yeah.
What was, I didn't.
No,
I
that,
didn't hear what that was. That was just a big roar, 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 roar. What did he
I
say?
said because that's not hostile at all.
yeah.
You
bearing down
just
on
shot
someone while
her.
drawing the fucking sword.
Well, Evelyn was the one
And
who
she's
shot
True,
her.
not.
but at least
She doesn't care. She's got an assault rifle. She's not going to use that. And we just got shot by an assault rifle. I'm not planning on using it on her, but she doesn't know that.
I mean, she
Yeah,
can see you
my
charging at her
point
with
exactly.
a sword. It's not.
Right, but I'm not
think
going to
her
attack.
thoughts are kind of like her thoughts are on. Oh God, I've just
I'm
been
going for
tased.
grapple.
I can't
I'm
move.
not going.
Okay.
I'm not going to slice her. I just want the damn thing in my hand because I think it's cool as shit. That's why I asked if one hand's free, I'm good. I have the sword in the other. I look
Oh
good.
Lord. We're good. Yeah.
I would have used this weapon specialist sword now.
Arm chop off, leg chop off. I'm expecting
Well,
anything.
I didn't draw the pistol. That's what I usually do. I draw the
Yeah,
pistol and the
that's true.
sword. So you guys know that I didn't draw the pistol. So
Yeah, that's true.
The sword
Okay.
is being nuts.
So that is that's Horgus. So
We'll all take a turn doing reassuring. Oh, he didn't grab his pistol. he's going for the non-lethal option, people.
Big ass sword.
so okay. So what do you want Arthur to do, Horgus?
he's right in the,
He could move into engage range with one of these
who's
guys
more-
and attack.
Who's more important out of the two NPCs?
I mean,
He
this
would
guy's
probably want to protect the girl.
Yeah.
He would probably want to protect
Yeah,
the girl.
she's
So
the,
he'll do
diplomat.
Yeah.
All right. So he is going to, you guessed it, fly into engage range.
Batter's up.
Yeah.
That's
Batter's
a
up.
poor person.
So, everybody turns to look as they hear this demonic roar. Okay, so he is going to let's see, he's weapon specialist. So that gives him +2.
I love that that's the running joke now.
Yeah, me too. Close con. So he's rolling with
Oh
15
boy.
dice. /R
Oh,
15
sweet mother.
D6. At least if I counted that up right. Oh god. So that's 4 successes.
Ooh,
Oh,
you can
sweet
disarm them, no
mother.
problem.
Yeah. So he like he basically sees this guy like manhandling Buckley's like, Arthur man, like baseball bats this guy's like handcuffs out of his hand. Or like whatever he's holding. So that's 1 stunt to disarm, and then um, he will let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just do all damage. So this guy has, let's see, rolls armor. Next. His armor soaks 1 of it, so he takes 3. So that guy took a really bad hit, and he is now disarmed. And also got to get rid of Arthur's stress because there's no way he'd have 6 stress by this point. So Corporal McCurdy is incapacitated for this round, but she'll be back in action next round. This guy sees Horgust like anime running towards this corporal with a fucking sword. He does not know that you are planning to use it to grapple her. He just sees a fucking sword and he assumes that you're going to fucking skewer her. So he will fire at you with baton rounds in his underbarrel shotgun because the storm rifles have underbarrel shotguns instead of grenade launchers. So let's see. Does that give any bonus? Nope. So that's aim, range combat. Okay, so he's rolling with that. All right. Slash art. So okay,
Who's getting
that's
shot at?
Horgust with baton rounds. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
So roll. Okay, so roll armor doubled. Do you want to roll the manual dice or the alien dice? I don't care, but I need
Oh,
to
this
roll.
one. All right, I forgot about the manual.
Sure.
The manual, but that's
You soak 2 of it, but 1 point of damage gets through.
okay.
So, all right. So there's that. And then that was that guy's turn. Agnes. So you see Sir Horgust of Stabalot come charging into the main transit module.
Oh yeah, which one shot at Horgust exactly?
This guy was the one who shot at Gunny just now. Like
Oh,
basically he
that poor
used the
boy.
underbarrel shotgun loaded with baton rounds on Horgust.
Okay, so I'm gonna try something interesting. There are a lot of stunts for range combat that aren't all just putting into damage. So
Right.
I think I'm gonna try to do everything I can to stop him and give a minimum damage. But let's see first how many successes I get.
Well, I think you could, if you want to like shoot the guy without actually harming him, I think doing a called shot is possible for like weapons and stuff.
Oh, you wanna let me do it like that so that I
If
can basically do the stunts without damaging them too much? Or at all?
if you want to, because let me see. So let's see, because I know there's something about called shots in the
In the RPG of officially, I haven't really seen
Well, I thought
that.
there was something
There
like um, firing at a small target, such as a small hatch, a handheld item, or a chest burster, gives a -2. So yeah, you can do called
yeah.
shots.
Okay,
So if you specify that
interesting.
you're targeting his weapon, you can. You're not going to do any damage to the guy, but if you succeed at a -2 mod, then you can disarm him. And because you technically
And
hit him, I'll say you can do other stunts to him.
yeah, well, I will choose the other non-damaging stunts as well. Okay,
Right.
this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna try
And
this.
and, and you're
Yep.
shooting the 2 that have a gun, right?
Well, he's doing a
That
called
That,
shot against the
I'm
weapon that
shooting the
the guy that
one
just
that
shot you.
Why?
Yeah.
I got 2 that can hurt me still. Shoot the 2 that can hurt me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, the guy that shot, we're not going to deal with him until a whole nother round.
Yeah, because just as a reminder as to who is gone, this guy has gone. I think it was this guy has gone, and then these two at the bottom have not.
Hmm. Yeah, if I used a full auto to try to get both of them, would you rule that it's a bit unlikely that I can try to full auto them without damaging them?
If you're trying to I'll say this much: if you're trying to full auto and disarm them both, I'm going to say that's a -4 mod, I guess.
Okay,
Just because if you're
makes
specifically
sense.
doing a called shot for 2 different weapons, -2 each, that's like extreme surgical precision. I mean,
Understood.
it is
Okay.
possible, but I mean, it's going to be more difficult than just doing one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Completely
because Aliens
understand.
doesn't have suppression rules, do they?
Like Twilight
Like
2000.
The,
Twilight. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's kind of
they
not in the
actually,
new.
same way, but there is a stunt. There is a stunt there, and
Is
it's not
there?
even fully. It's not even fully written here. It's in the core rulebook that here it says that you can pin down your enemy. They need to make an immediate panic roll. But in the book, actually on that page, it says for NPCs they just lose their turn,
yes,
which is a
they lose
cool
their slow
thing.
action, so you can actually
Yeah,
suppress
just
people.
slow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
so I'm gonna see how many stunts I get that. But okay, so -4 there, but going full auto +2, and I'm gonna aim. So +2 +2, that'll
All right,
be default.
all right,
Because of my double pushing, I'm just gonna use the normal dice. I'm gonna risk it the
all
first
right,
time.
all righty.
Oh, that's
Oh,
3.
oh shit.
That's a good
But that's not
start.
enough because I want to get extra stunts on both of
All
them.
right. So check allow multi push, so you can push
Yep.
more than once.
Let the chaos
All right,
begin.
all right. So another 2.
I'm gonna do it one more time. Why
All right.
not?
Oh
Oh
shit.
my. Okay, 8
So
successes.
8 successes. Yeah. Four each.
Oh,
Four
sweet
each.
mother.
4 stunt siege or 4 damage? I thought you were shooting like non-lethally.
Four. Yeah. Four successes on them, and so it'll be 4 stunts each.
All right.
Yeah, the first one I want is to disarm them. The
Okay.
second would be to pin them down so they lose their
Okay.
slow
So what
actions.
I'll do is I'll mark prone for like suppressed, I guess.
Okay. Well, because I'm gonna do if the armor of them fails, I'm also gonna try to make them fall down as well.
Okay, so I'll roll their armor. So it's armor piercing for both, so I'll just do /R3d6, /R3d6. Okay, so one guy's armor holds, and then the other guy's armor doesn't. So, well, he
So
would
it's
negate
3
once.
on one, 3 successes go through one, and 4 successes go on the other. Okay, so the 3 on well, one of them will
You'll
be
just assume the left,
lose. Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
Anyone's good. Dropping the gun, being pinned down, and actually falling to the gun. Your opponent, yeah, number
All
5.
right,
Yeah, your
let's see.
opponent
I'll just
falls to.
do um restrained, I guess. So, and then the other one, is it basically the same stuff?
Yeah, plus since I have an extra there, he's gonna take some damage. Yeah, so the base 3 there as
All
well.
right, so he takes. All right, so he takes 1, so he's down to 3 health. Okay, very impressive. So Anne is going to seeing this guy down on the ground is going to move in and attack him. Her inner bloodlust kicking in, so she's going to
Just
let's
kicking him while it's down.
pretty much. So let's see, close combat. So 5. Okay, so she's rolling 11 /R 11d6. Um, and she will push that. 11d6 plus 1ds.
Oh shit, that was a good push.
Oh man. Yeah, so she's putting on all damage. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just roll the guy's armor. He soaks one of it, but that's enough to
There's no internet right now.
take him down. So let's see. He's gonna get a crit. Oh. Oh god.
Somebody's gonna need to do
Oh.
some medical aid
Oh
on
my
him.
god.
Oh man. So she catches, like, she basically like partially stabs him in the heart with her fucking shovel.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Jesus, sweet mother.
We still have a chance to save him.
Yeah.
At least he's not dead, so that's good.
Well,
Dying,
he
but
does have to do a death save within 1 round. So
who's our medic?
Evelyn,
Evelyn, right?
Yo.
because Johnny ran away from home, so
Yep.
or was abducted, whichever.
Johnny fell down a well and had to find Lassie to find him.
Yeah.
Space well.
You know, Johnny could come running in. Boss, I got him!
Imagine that. His redemption
His torque
arc.
is off.
Okay, so that guy, hold on, let me just make, yeah, he's got the crit symbol. I just wanted to move Arthur, like move him a little bit down below Arthur just so I could make sure I see him. Okay, so that was Anne's turn. Martin, you're up.
Oh, great. I think I want to kind of try the same thing as Agnes did.
Okay.
On
Yeah, these two guys still have their guns.
Like, why do you guys
Yeah.
have to do this while I'm gaming?
What?
What?
I'm talking to my kid. Find a power button and reboot the printer.
Okay then. Anyway, so, yeah, Martin, if you want to shoot to disarm both of those guys, that would be a -4 mod, but you're full auto, and if you aim, that'll cancel it out.
Yeah, which I will.
All right.
So that would be sludge roll. What? Let me think here.
So let me see.
So your range combat +3
9.
+2.
14.
I think it would just be
Yes.
14, because you're only
Okay.
getting the benefit from heavy weapons.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Actually, hold on, wait. So aim, full auto, weapon specialist. Actually, roll
that-
another 2.
Yeah. If he has heavy weapons and weapon
Yeah, he
specialist,
does.
Yeah.
So roll another 2d6. Yeah, 2d6. Oh, look at that, another success.
Lovely.
All right, so that's a total of 4. I'm assuming 2 and 2. So are you going to disarm and then knock him prone or something, or?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, so I'll just mark him prone, and then just assume all these guys have been disarmed. Okay, Captain Richards, does he even have a weapon? No, he doesn't, so he's just staying out of this one. And so these guys,
They're pins, so they can only have some
Well,
fast action.
yeah, they're basically just going to, I mean, while they're on the ground, they're just going to grab their rifles, and that's their turn. Okay, round 2. Evelyn, do you want to go, or do you want to swap with somebody else?
I will actually go to try and save the dude that just got stabbed in the heart.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. That's even more that's
So-
even more noble than Sir Horgus of Boot Camp a lot.
Mhm.
We'll see. If he only stabs her
Yep,
a
so I
little,
will
that'll be
go-
the most noble thing.
Well, at least he didn't use that on me.
True.
All right,
Okay,
so
so-
it's a medical aid roll, and the crit is it gives a -2 to medical aid. So.
Yep. So I get the surgical kit would apply, so I get a +1.
Yep.
From that. I
Do you have a
picked
personal med kit?
up another. Yes, because I
Alright.
picked up another while we
Alright.
were coming back.
Traveling, very good.
It's +1, +2 from the personal medkit, which I will delete from the sheet. +3, -2, +1 overall. So that's 3, 5, 6. Not 3d6, 66. Don't handicap myself more than needed. And 1 stress die.
Do you want to push? Or use a story point if you have one?
I shall.
Alright, so 66 plus 2ds, please.
So that's plus 2ds. I will mark that on my sheet.
Alright, there we go. He's stabilized. He's still out of the fight. It's just that his crit has been mended.
Yeah. Yep, he will not die horribly from being stabbed in the heart by the party. No, we don't need more reasons for them to be pissed off at us.
Yeah. Okay, so
especially after this.
Yeah, especially after this. Okay, so this guy is going to grab his gun because he's prone. He's going to grab his gun because it's next to him, like within arm's reach. And while he is prone, he's going to do a slow action fire at, let's see. I'm going to roll D4 to determine this because he's going to take a shot at somebody in the hallway. Slash R D4. He's going to shoot at the Hulk. So, hold on, make sure I get the right one selected.
Oh no. He doesn't even know that he's become another
Yeah.
target for death.
Yeah. So let's see. So okay, so 7. All right. Slash R 76. Oh man.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Oh
hurt.
crap.
So 2, 3, 4,
Hulk,
5. So
take
I'm
it.
gonna roll. Yeah, I'm gonna roll Hulk's armor. So slash R because it is armor piercing 46.
I think
Oh,
he has
okay.
like 9 or 10 health points.
Yeah, he's got 9.
So.
So
And he has
he'll
second wind, right?
yeah. Well, does he have second wind? Yes. So he gets so he soaks 1 of the damage, so that's just 4 going through. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's down to 5 out of 9.
Tis but a scratch.
Yeah. So Arthur's like, after being shot. So all right, that was that guy's turn. This next dude in the corridor is going to cuff the doctor and start, like, he's going to move to here, like escorting him away, and that is his turn. I mean, he hasn't gotten him, like, to the finish line, so to speak, but he's starting to do away with him. So okay, this guy is incapacitated. All right, Sergeant Horgus to boot camp a lot. What are you doing?
All right. I'm going for the grappler.
Okay. By this point, I believe, yeah, she would no longer be stunned, so she does have a chance to block you. Probably not a very strong chance, but still. So, all right, make your close combat attack.
So I can grapple with I can use the sword, right? The grapple.
Let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I still think you
Like
can.
I think close combat. Let's see, close combat, grappling. Okay, so let's see. So stunts. So grappling is a stunt. And yeah, you just do.
So yeah, it could apply with any melee
Yeah, it
weapon.
says close combat. If your close combat roll is successful, your attack hits and you inflict damage, yada yada yada. So
Okay,
now I will warn you this: when you are close combat attacking with the sword, you are inevitably going to be dealing damage, and the problem is that unless her block or her armor soaks her, she has 2 out of 6 HP, and that sword does 2 damage, so you will inevitably crit her if you use the sword.
I will use the sword.
Okay. Whether that
It's a
kills her or
risk that
not,
we're
I mean,
willing to
remains to be
take.
seen. But
Should be fine.
okay, so um, all right, so I will roll her block, her close combat as
So I can push that,
yeah,
right?
you are the attacker, so you can push. I mean, technically blockers can also push, but I'm not going to do that in her case. So
Oh yeah, she has block and armor, so yeah, he
yeah,
probably
so I'll
won't
roll
kill
All
her.
right. So
So that
that
would
is
be
7d6, right?
7d6 plus 1ds. And while you're rolling that, I'll roll hers. That is her block. It failed. And I will roll her armor. Slash R 66. And well, she got one success. So technically, oh man.
So I
Oh
take a
boy.
point of stress
No, you don't take a point of stress. Oh, sorry.
for
No, when you,
pushing. For
right. I
pushing.
thought for some reason I was thinking like, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
You can use a stunt to disarm her as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So I've got a total of what, 5?
She blocked one of it, so you have 4.
So 4. All right. So definitely grabbed,
Okay.
disarmed.
Okay. And then uh, what do you want to do for the other one?
Can I not go to the ground and grapple her on the ground?
Well, when you grapple somebody, you automatically fall to the ground.
Okay.
So you're both down on the ground. So going prone doesn't really do anything. Um, I do have to resolve that base 2 damage and see what the crit is, because like I said, she didn't block enough of it to.
Okay.
So let's see, roll crit. Oh God, August.
She's
Oh
not
my
dead though.
Jesus!
She's not dead, but she probably wishes she was.
Oh my god.
Let's do
Disemboweled her. The fuck?
Close enough.
You
Almost.
monster!
Almost.
go around.
Almost.
So basically, Horgus is like charging her, stabs her in the stomach, and like falls to her in the ground, shouting,
I will PT you until you fucking die!
because she very well might die if she doesn't get medical aid. You stab her in the
Yeah,
stomach,
sure.
she like vomits up like a mouthful of blood, like in Prometheus, and it's, yeah. So that just happened. So you were now grappling her. You got some plenty of blood on you. I was about to say some, but that would be an understatement. Um, so while Gunny is stabbing this woman in the gut, um, what are we doing here? Going Arthur. What do you want him to do? Do you want Arthur to be doing anything specific? Hello?
Orgus, can you hear us?
He's in the zone.
Maybe he's yelling at his kids.
Oh, that or that.
So it's the fucking speaker.
Oh, there's something there.
Yeah, I just heard.
My computer dropped out of Wi-Fi, and I'm trying to figure out how to put this damn thing in speaker mode on the phone.
Well, while that's going on, do you want Arthur to be doing anything specific on his turn?
If you're asking me,
Right. Well, I'll just assume that maybe he's going after this guy who's trying to take the doctor away to save him. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah,
Closest one.
so he charges over here and he's going to attack this guy. So let's see. So actually, wait, Arthur, do you guys remember if he pushed when he did his one attack, the shovel? No, he didn't. I'm looking at his roll. He didn't. Never mind.
I'm pretty sure he pushed.
He actually didn't. I'm looking at the rolls, and the roll he did, he just did 15d6. There was no DS roll after that, so he actually didn't. I think Anne did, but Arthur didn't. So, okay. So Arthur, he moved over. He's going to try to save Dr. Ruggieri. And let's see, that's 12, weapon specialist, so 15 again. Slash R 15d6. Oh man. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So he's going to hit this dude, roll his armor, 66. He blocks 2 of it, surprisingly, so, but that means 3 damage gets through. So he dunks this guy on the head pretty hard.
I was about to say, did he just kill this dude with a shovel?
He didn't kill him, but he almost did. And if 1 more damage had gotten through, this guy would have been critted. All right. So Corporal McCurdy is down for the count, so we're just going past her. This guy is going to pick up his rifle and is going to fire at, let's say, Agnes. So let's see.
Bring it on.
Yep. So he can't aim, so that's just 76 or 76. Man, he missed. So the shot just goes.
Luck follows me.
Yep. So the shot basically just whizzes by you and like hits the bulkhead behind you. So that was his turn. And speaking of turns, it's now yours.
Well, I think we all know where then this is going. He's we'll I don't know. I'll should I try to do the same thing again and just trying to whittle them down, hoping that our melee guys will come in and just grapple and suppress them and everything?
If you want, because yeah, this guy has a gun and you could disarm him on it or like make him lose his next slow action.
Cause we haven't killed any one of them yet, though.
You almost killed 2 of them.
Yeah, but
Come again? I didn't catch that.
what did you say, Tom?
Sorry, that was me talking bad, like I'm this with comms system right now. Did we stop him?
This wasn't enough damage to incapacitate him. Arthur basically just charged and hit him over the helmet with a shovel. So this guy is still going. He does have a grasp on Dr. Ruggieri. Dr. Ruggieri is handcuffed, but this guy is almost incapacitated.
Yeah, and he's engaged with Arthur, so I think Arthur will deal with it. Yeah, these guys are
that or
not
Anne.
giving up.
But then again, Anne hit that guy and almost killed him. So
Okay.
yeah, it might be even worse. So I think. Yeah, but Agnes's patience is wearing thin. He hoped that, shooting them like this, they will fall down and run away and surrender, but knowing that they're continuing, I think this is gonna go badly. So, yep, he's not gonna specifically try to avoid damage anymore. So, yep, he will aim and full auto.
and you're not. Just so I understand, you're not going to do a called shot to like disarm, doing the same tricks you did last time.
It seems that they're not relenting, so I have to hope that.
Well, you technically. I mean, I'll say this much: if you want, like Horgus, next round, or I mean, it's theoretically anybody but Horgus would have the best chance of doing it. Try to, kind of coerce them to stand down after taking down your leader. You can do that, but because that manipulation would be a slow action, that would have to be done on his turn, and he's already gone. So.
Yeah. You're right. Then This is the final round where he's gonna play nice. So he will try to get these 2 basically do the same thing he did with the others. So the -4, try not disarm them and make all of those stunts again. So
Alright.
it'll be a flat roll with his full auto and aiming.
Here, both these guys have. Oh man. All right. And were you just shooting on this one guy, or are you also hitting him?
The one behind as well.
All right, so you're
So
disarming them
both of
both.
them.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going for it.
All right. So multi push and. Oh shit. All right.
Okay.
So you finally
Yeah.
run out of
So
ammo.
yep. So 4-3 there, and yeah, we'll see what goes through with the armor. But basically, disarm them, suppress them with the losing of the slow action, keep them down on the ground, and
All right,
the
so
rest
one guy
damage.
soaks 1 point of damage, and the other guy soaks another point of damage.
Okay, so that's a 3-2 that goes through.
All right. So you're saying they're both prone and they're both disarmed.
Yeah, they're both they both lost their slow
Oh,
action with
you're
the suppress
doing
thing.
the slow actions instead. All right. They are both
Yeah,
prone
and
already, so
yeah, exactly. They didn't get up, so they both lose their slow action, and they both are disarmed, and one of them is getting some damage. It seems
okay.
because I don't know what. Oh wait,
Um,
is one of them in front of me? Oh, the number 5 is in front of me. The last stunt I will use to outmaneuver him and be on his 5 initiative on the next
okay,
turn.
so you'll swap with with the number 5 guy after McCurdy.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right, so swap initiative with Agnes. So I'll do that. It's a very good idea. Okay, there you go. So that's your turn, I take it.
Yep. Agnes just
Okay.
screams at them, "Stay down already."
All right. Anne is going to join um her, alcohol and shovel food master in attacking this guy. Um, so she charges him and is going to strike him down with a shovel. So that's 11d6. 11d6. No successes. She already has 2 stress, so she's not going to push, and also because she would probably kill this guy. Um, so that's her turn. Martin, you're up.
Okay. Sorry. What can I do?
Well, let me give you a bit of a set rep. So this guy is almost dead. He has Dr. Ujiri handcuffed and is escorting him away. Anne and Arthur are plinking away at him with shovels. This guy is broken from damage. Corporal McCurdy is broken from damage, and all 4 of these guys down here have been disarmed and suppressed.
And they will remain so for how long?
Until the start of next round.
Okay. So this guy is hauling somebody away.
Yeah, he's carrying this guy away, and then you got Anne and Arthur who are trying to rescue him.
Okay. Can I fire a burst so that these 4 stay prone for another round?
Unfortunately, you can't make them stay like double prone, but I'll let you know this. Like I said before, and this is just a little bit of a meta suggestion, is that if next round, if you want to because here's what you could do if you want, you could Overwatch, like hold your action, so that way like
Okay.
whenever they get up, that's when you can hose them down.
I just want to keep him prone.
All right, well I would say Overwatch is the best way to do that.
Okay.
Because you
Then I'm
can't make
going
them
to
like double
Overwatch.
prone, but once they are no longer prone, you can suppress them again. So if you want to do that, then we will keep moving. Richards, as I said before, is unarmed. He can't do anything. And these 2 guys are suppressed, and we are now at round 3. So Evelyn, do you and Horgus want to swap so Horgus can try to get these guys to surrender?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Horgus,
Alrighty.
All right. So I'll swap with swap you with Evelyn. All right. So in terms of modifiers, because you're probably going to have plenty on your side. Let's see. Skills, manipulation. Okay, so you I think have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you just narrowly have a more people on your side advantage. In terms of your opponent has suffered damage. I think that's like one of the first times that's come up. The opponent has suffered damage. I'll count you giving medical aid to the one guy instead of just coup de graceing him as you've helped your opponent. In terms of present your case very well, do you have any commentary on that?
What was that last part?
If you present your case very well, then you get an extra +1. But I just want to know what angle you're like pitching.
I'm like, look, guys, we didn't want this. We're trying not to kill you. Give up, and you can go back and report to the colonel, and I will communicate with the colonel and try to get this under control so we don't have this. We have bigger issues than to deal with this squabble.
Okay, so I'll give you that because it's a very good case. And in terms of negative modifiers, I'm going to say in this case there aren't any, so you are going to be rolling manipulation with a +4.
All right. Well, my cell is like crappy today too. On
Would you like
top of
me to
that,
do?
because
Would you like me to do it for you?
yeah, because it just refreshed, so it's
Right.
going to
Okay.
take a few minutes.
Okay. So all right, I'll roll your thing then. Do you have any No. Well, you have one. So
One
slash
stress. So
R1 so 14d6 plus 1ds. That's a lot of successes. You got 5.
Oh yeah.
already,
Shit.
And because it is technically, hold on, let me see. Yeah, it would be, all right, well, let's slash R, what is it? 66. Yeah, no, they surrender.
okay.
So, yeah. All right, so, what are you doing now?
I'm going to make sure Evelyn can heal the corporal, so she's not going to die or be hurt, and then
I'll say these guards are gonna
collect the
grab
guns.
this guy and carry him out, and then this dude will begrudgingly uncuff Ajiri and limp over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll disarm them, give the guns to the UNC people.
I mean, they
And
technically are
ask,
UNSC, so, but I mean, I understand you mean like a different group.
yeah. So wait, I thought they were the colonel's people.
So the situation from what you would understand, I mean, because obviously you don't have the full story, but, so, it stands to reason that the colonel may have had some sway over, the, so the different, like I said, I said before that the UNSC, the security, like peacekeepers, um, they aren't just from the UNSC, they hail from the different governments, so some of them may have some sympathies or loyalties to their home countries, even though they are under the employ of the UNSC.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk to them all before they leave and be like, look, guys, we understand what has happened to to your country, and I feel bad for it. But these two have been out on missions with me since we've gotten here. So yes, they might be against what they believe the difference. They believe a different outcome for your government doesn't mean they need to be arrested, especially when we have um, aliens head into a gate that will take them back to our home worlds. That is a bigger issue. So we'd rather not be enemies against you. Just know we need them for right now, and that is why I'm telling you guys you couldn't arrest them, especially for just because they're against what you believe. That's yeah, no. So um, and tell your people don't come back here because this will be defended heavily, and you won't be getting through this gate. And then I looked to the three ship crewmen and I said, my strong suggestion would be not to leave this ship. This gateway will be held, and you will be safe on board here until we can take off again to the gate.
Well, the only caveat to that is that Captain Richards, because he does report into Gaius, that he agrees
Well,
with
he's
your
not.
yeah, he wasn't under arrest, but he does say that he's
Right.
going to be coming aboard, but he does agree with your assessment to leave Ajiri and Buckley aboard the Solvetsky Island, so they will be there.
And before they leave, they'll hear me command Charlie Squad and to bring 2 sentry guns to defend this gate, to defend this entrance.
Well, sentry guns would not be a good idea because they don't have IFF transponders for like the entire crew of the Onla, so you could potentially accidentally wind up shooting somebody you don't intend to.
Well, we would
But
have to
have it.
turn them.
Well, but, I mean, well, you could
They're
just
here.
well, you could have some guards posted outside, and that would be sufficient.
Okay.
So, all right. Well,
Especially Charlie squads are hitting squad. They're beasts. They're hammers. Small but hammers.
yep.
Oh shit,
So,
that's Johnny's. Johnny could be a guard on the.
Put him in the first line of defense. Yep.
Yes.
well,
We'll
you
tell
have
him
no
it's a
idea
raid
where he
next
is,
time.
but either way, so McCurdy and her group will fuck off after getting their asses kicked. So, with that shit
And I
show
did
resolved,
stabilize the crit.
yeah, I saw.
Can't believe nobody died.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, especially with
Yep.
fucking Horgus stabbing Corporal McCurdy in the stomach with a fucking sword.
We're getting pretty good at that non-lethal
We're not that
approach.
No, and that what that makes me think of is that there was a moment in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the whole thing with like Grievous killing that one Gungan guy, stabbing. How does it feel to die? Like that would be in a different earlier in the game. That would probably be Horgus with his sword, just fucking. I don't know. Either way, jokes aside.
all I
Uh,
can is nobody hit the groin in that fight. That's rare for us.
okay,
No cross it.
okay, noted. All right,
We've
so
got the whole finale to
um,
get all the crotch shots we would
mm-hmm,
love.
and this is just the start of it. So anyway, um. So you can so what are you doing now? Are you going to debrief with Gaius? Because Richards will say that he's going to be now that the coordinates to the Lychgate have been decoded, he is going to be going to provide those to Gaius. He says, I mean, you can come with me if you want, Commander, or if you have other business to attend to, you can go handle that first. But that's where I'm going to be.
Well, we'll go report into him, and
Okay.
then on the way there, I can message my contact at the with the SOP and see if after reporting in if I could speak with his people.
Um. Okay. So all right. So basically, yeah, you can go debrief with Gaius. Um, and in terms of the nutshelled version, he says, like, well, it's unfortunate what happened to the Typhoon because I'm assuming you actually give the mission debrief proper. Um, but he says that, I mean, you did all. I'm sure you did all you could. You did all you could, so you're to be commended for that. Um, I will share your findings with Governor Abantu to see what he says, but my guess is that probably within the next 24 hours, some or all of our forces are going to go inspect the Lychgate, but we will discuss that later. For now, you both are dismissed.
What's he say with the idiot colonel that just tried to attack us or try to
Um,
arrest my crew?
well, I mean, did you bring that up?
Yes, I will bring that up.
Okay. So, um, he says that he personally did not authorize that, but he did say that, um, unfortunately, I mean, I don't know if you've, noticed, but the mission is coming apart at the seams. I mean, the UA keeps trying to provoke the UPP. Um, the UP. I mean, there was the recent bar fight, and I mean, NAPRO has been growing in support, and that's been making the Empire furious, or specifically making Colonel Buston furious. Um, and I mean, basically it was not necessarily explicitly authorized by Governor Abantu, but Governor Abantu, um, basically, I'm trying to find the best words, kind of turned a blind eye to it, went for deniability in terms of um, like he didn't give the colonel permission, but he didn't stop him. Like it was just a
Well,
last ditch effort to try to keep everything from completely falling apart, and that may have fallen apart.
well, I am going to ask him to step in at this point because these guys, even though they believe something else, they're risking their lives for this mission, and they haven't done anything bad. We've been busy on our own mission.
Well, but do keep in mind though that the Solovetsky Island crew is not on the ship 24/7. Like whenever you guys return to the mothership, they are leaving the ship and they're doing their own thing just as you guys are.
Right.
So the reason I'm pointing that out is because you have not kept tabs on them 24/7, and just the one time that you talked to both of them, they were openly NAPRO. Like they weren't, like you could probably hazard a guess and say that that's how they acted pretty much all the time. Not necessarily like Trump level, like America is the best country in the nation kind of shit, but they definitely aren't shy about their political views, and they aren't the only ones who were
Right.
doing that.
You can believe another political thing, but they're not acting on that at this point. I mean, we're out here on this mission.
Yeah, I mean that is true that they're not pursuing a political
Prove to me
agenda.
that they've done something. Like I'll ask him is, did he bring up anything that they did specifically besides just talking? Because it's not against the law to talk, but I haven't
Well,
seen
it
them
is
bring up a gun.
it is
Anybody?
against the law to spread like dissidents and you know like basically open like I mean in the US freedom of speech, First Amendment, and even then there's still limits to that, but in other countries, like there are other countries where if you go around like condemning the government and encouraging people to rebel, you will get arrested for it. So
Right, but we're not in their country. We're with the UNC. So what is the UNC's ruling on this?
well the
What is
thing is that,
ruling?
well, let me put it this way. I mean, they are part of the UNSC mission, and they are under contract of the UNSC. But the UNSC is not a government. These people are still beholden to the laws of the government where they have citizenship. So, like, they may be employees of the UNSC, but they are still nationals of NAPRO and the Three World Empire.
Right, and I agree with you there. But what I'm saying is we're not on their ship, so their rules don't count here. Is what my argument is. Is that not true?
That isn't true. I mean, I do agree that it seems kind of off, but like I'm saying, like the UNSC, it's in this case it's more like an employer rather than, we are politically superior to all of you. Like it's not like, they have the final say on all political matters. They even try to stay out of politics. Is my understanding of it.
Right, they're like Switzerland,
Pretty much.
but it's Switzerland ships, so we fall under Switzerland law, correct?
I honestly don't know for certain. I mean, I'm just trying to use my
That
best.
that's kind of how I thought of it. If I'm wrong, let me know. Um,
Well,
but how would
I
each
don't officially
rule?
know how it would go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, I'm just using my best judgment
Yeah,
based on what the campaign module suggests and what I also believe fits the situation. Like I'm not being like it, given like the
yeah,
definitive
you
answer.
wrong because I'm playing it like we're under Switzerland rule. If if what they're doing is wrong, then I will go speak with them and tell them that they need to stand down until this mission's over. And if they can't, then they go to the colonel. But to me, we're under Switzerland law. So unless they're doing something actually wrong, I could see it wrong in the colonel's eyes, but we're not in the colonel's land or on a colonel's ship. So we don't need to follow his rules.
Well, let me put it this way. There was, I mean, it's a very basic example, but it's the best I can conjure up. It's one of those things that like, just because you aren't in your land does not mean you aren't beholden to your land's rules. Like, because basically there was an example I was told when I was like, this is when I was in fucking grade school. There's a story that some like counselor or teacher told where there was like a kid who threw a rock at his younger brother because it's like, oh, like at a bus stop, it's like, oh, well, we're not at school. But then his little brother, got hit by a rock, went to the principal crying, and then when he got to school, the kid got in trouble. So like, just because you aren't on your turf doesn't mean you aren't still beholden to your laws. Is my understanding of the situation, and that's how I'm ruling it.
Okay. So then in that case, I'll ask the governor, do you want to take them under and be under your protection? I'm fine with that.
Now, when you say them, are you talking about the crew members that nearly got arrested, or the team
The
that
two
tried
of
to
them.
arrest?
Yeah.
Okay, the two of them.
If he the peace would be better. Again, I went off of what I thought, so what you're saying it would be different. If that's the case, then I would ask the governor if he would take ownership of the two of them and put them under the guard of the UNC and not the colonel who would do stuff that
Yeah,
I
well, no, he wouldn't dare hand them off to the colonel because the colonel would just throw them in the brig.
right. I would be fine with that. I would just need two replacements for them.
Well, in terms of replacements, we'll get to that, because
Okay.
that'll come up in the briefing. But rest assured that I did account for that. But I mean, if you do want to have them, you know, placed under surveillance, I guess, and sort of in a more secure environment, that can be arranged. Um, Especially because not the government, the governor also points out that given that the colonels so he did successfully arrest some of the NAPRO sympathizers and like open dissidents on the ship. Um, his attempt to fucking arrest the people in the crew that you're supervising obviously failed, so he's not likely to try that again. So I mean, one way or another, I'm just letting you know they are going to be safe.
Right, but to keep the peace is what I'm saying is if the governor thinks keeping the peace between with the colonel and this mission, I would be fine with them being under UNC.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that you can do that. You can have them, you know, get like handed over to the governor for quote unquote safekeeping. So
Okay.
with that addressed, so that
And I want
what
to clarify also that I do not mention anything about the secret unit here for, is it UOP?
well the SOF unit, the UPP like
Yeah.
special operations team.
Yeah. Don't mention that at all.
Okay, all right. So all right. So and Captain Richards doesn't bring it up either, so that's all good. Um, so so that's the briefing. Is there anything? Well, is there anything else in the briefing?
Hey guys, since I wasn't there, anything else we need to bring up with them?
Nothing really, as long as they're safe.
No, I'm talking mission wise. Was there anything else that I don't know about that we need to report with the mission?
I think they get like our like cams, don't they? That we
Yeah. Well, I mean,
wear.
like I said, Captain Richards, he would. I mean, as the actual commander of the expedition team, he was the one. Like, he would report the situation. Like, basically anything that was mission relevant. He basically gives the same recap that I gave of the openings in the opening of the session.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
basically,
and
he tells
we
you.
brought back the survivors, and that's it.
Well, the problem is you didn't bring back the survivors because all of them are dead.
We didn't.
No, because the only
Oh, from last time,
yeah, because
yeah.
the problem is that the only well, actually no, wait, there were survivors. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
There were the
from the
people
first moon,
Right?
from
right?
the yeah, there were survivors. I completely fucking forgot about that. And those survivors, like they were from, like just a reminder, because Tom, you weren't there. I'll just summarize it. So, um, the people in the final encounter, like the people who were being held hostage by the cultists, they were all killed. Like all the people on one planet were killed. Um, but there was this one woman and two other crew members who were critically wounded, but they would recover. Those three people were brought back safe and sound.
Okay.
So there actually were survivors rescued. Um, so all right. So I'm assuming that's the briefing. And
I'm guessing
for
we're making sure that the survivors are under quarantine and medically checked that
right,
they're
yeah,
not
they
bringing
yeah, they would
anything on
definitely be
board.
taken to like the medical bay, put in isolation for a bit just to make sure they're safe. Um, so while that is cooking, because I mean we obviously had a lengthy little scene with Horgus just there. I'll go to the others first before jumping back to Horgus. So Evelyn, what are you up to during this downtime between missions?
Um, besides just restocking on stuff, I can't think of anything really specific.
Okay.
Just just updating our little like log that we made of the features with Rena.
Yeah.
I think is yep.
Yeah, she
I
was. I
couldn't
mean, Rena the
remember.
scientist. Yeah.
Yep.
Like she was the one
Yep.
who
Just
helped you set up a like Bastire. I mean, she already had all the logs from the company lab she used to work in, and I mean, you recently discovered a new species of deacon, so
yep. I'll be filling her in on that little
yep,
snippet because that's great.
yeah. Um, all right, so you're doing that. So what is Martin up to? Marty? I don't know. Oh, I hear you. Marty, are you up to anything right now, or?
Um, Reloading, probably.
Okay. Um, all right, and then that leaves us with before going back to Horgust, Agnes. Are you doing anything in particular while you're in downtime?
Nothing special. Restocking the last ammo and
All right.
taking a nap to distress and
All right.
yeah, get a bearing.
So
and
yeah, ready to
everything.
remove your stress by this point. Okay. So back to Gunny. You said you were going to try to talk to Drabov,
Yeah, that's the SOP
SOF
guy.
guy. Yeah, the
Yeah.
SOF is like that's the guy that you met at May Outpost, the one that you rescued. Um, so
Yeah,
um,
I'll ask him. I said, were you able to get in touch with your commanders and are they willing to speak with me?
um, before I say something stupid and I forget, did I actually mention that he was available beforehand?
I think so, because I kind of told you what I was going to tell them. And then you were like, well, let's save that for in game.
Right. Okay. All right. Just want to double check.
And I said,
Um,
okay, good. At least then you know what I was going to do.
yeah. So he says that General Osolinsky has been very busy lately, but he does I mean he does have some free time here and there, so I can um, arrange a meeting with him, though I can't vouch for how much time he would have to discuss. So he will say if there's anything else, I'll see about getting a hold of him and get you in touch with him.
Okay.
All right. So he will go ahead and do that, and I'll say like a few hours pass, and then you get a call from General Osolinsky, and um, he says, well, I mean, are you? So, well, he phone calls you because you don't know where on the ship he is, but he does call you and ask, am I speaking to Horga Starmel?
Yes, you are.
And he says, I am. I think his. Let me just double check what his fucking first name is. Because he does have a first name in the module, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. See, hell. His name is General Nerlin Osolinsky. So he introduces himself as General Nerlin Osolinsky, the mission leader for the UPP contingent of the Ianla. He says that my subordinate Drbov said you had things to discuss with me. What is it that you wanted to discuss?
Yeah, we come across some information, and I don't know if it's best to mention it over comms like this. Is there a place we could speak privately?
Um, he says that if you wish, we can speak in my office, and he'll give you directions on how to get there.
All right, then I will go there.
All right, so um, the door opens up. You see him sitting there, and I will share a photo of him because he's where is so this is Osolinsky, older fella. You can tell. I mean, he's got like some scarring, so you can tell that he's seen battle. He's a long-served military man. So he's sitting in his office and he gestures to a chair in front of him. He's like, "Please have a seat."
All right, I will step up and put my hand out to shake his hand.
Okay. And then he reciprocates and then gestures to
All
the
right,
chair.
then I sit.
All right. And
Uh,
he says, "What can I do for you?"
so I said, well, on my last mission, we came across some data that we were able to recover, and it mentions um, that there is a, a special forces team that's attached to this mission. And I said, please do know that we did not report this to the governor. Um, I'm hoping that I might be able to actually use this force on our upcoming mission. So then I'll go into specifics on what we found and what we expect to be going into the next day. That we're going to be heading out to this gate, and any extra muscle we could bring with us might come in hand against what we might be facing. And if you
Well,
wish to attach that with us, we could keep it under low key where only we will know about it.
Well, he says, um, you know, and did you mention like how you found out the info about the SOF contingent, like namely the ship that was adrift in space, or did you not
Yeah.
mention that?
Yeah.
So what he says to you, he says, there's a bit of a like a pause as he's like thinking something over, and you know, like just kind of processing what you're saying. He says that, I unfortunately was not made aware of any space operating forces contingent aboard this ship. Um, if there was if there was some sort of operation, um, you know, conducted by the government to install troops aboard this ship, I was none the wiser to it, and I wouldn't even know who it was. And he said who it was, referring to, like if there are any SOF troops in disguise aboard this ship, he doesn't know who they are or how to contact them. But he is claiming, you know, that he is ignorant of the situation. So
Is there a sense motive in this game?
you can do yeah, I believe so. There is to tell if somebody's lying. I think it's actually observation. Well, all you do is I'll do, if you want, you could do observation or um I think, hold on, I think it's just observation, isn't it?
I don't know.
Let's just stick with options because I know there's like basically when you were encountering Mother Michaela, you know, before Arthur killed her, um, you know, it was an observation. Like the book specifically says, observation to tell that she doesn't believe you. So I would say it's an observation to tell if he's lying. But in this case, it will be an opposed roll. So,
Okay.
so roll me. Well, I can roll it if you need me to.
No, I'm back in.
All right.
6 times 6. I will push that.
Okay.
Is it TS or
One
DS?
DS,
Yeah.
one Delta Sierra.
I always want to do TS.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, if he is if he is like faking ignorance, then he is doing a really damn good job at it. Otherwise, he genuinely doesn't know. Like you can't really get a read on this guy. He just seems very mellow, very composed, listening to what you're saying, but not really reacting with like shock or nervousness. Like he's not like breathing heavily, looking kind of panicked. None of that.
Okay.
So
Who do you think would be in charge of that with your force? Somebody on your side would need to know about them or communicate with them. Because we can't communicate with the home worlds, right?
well, you can, but it would not be an instant communication. Like you would be waiting quite a while to get a response.
Right. So somebody here would need to know about that. So who on your side could you ask around and maybe see if somebody would be interested in joining us? You got about a day to figure it out.
Yeah, because he says that he will, you know, see about consulting, you know, some of like his. Because just as a reminder, you know, each of the different governments, like their representatives on mission, have like different advisors and assistants and stuff. Um, so he says that he will, you know, whenever he gets around to it, he will consult um, like his administration aboard the ship and see if any of them know about it. But he says that he can't guarantee that he'll, you know, be able to get back to you right away.
Okay.
So he says that I'm sorry if that's not the answer you were looking for, but that is the best I can do under short notice.
I understand. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know, you know.
Yeah. So he says, well, is there anything else?
There is no internet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was maybe one of those things I was.
The other thing I want to do is I want to send a message to the colonel, and
Okay.
apologize for the misunderstanding. But he must understand that the crew members are under my care, and ambushing me coming off my ship was not the proper way to handle that, and that I tried to explain to the corporal that there are bigger issues going on and that this could have waited, and to go back and speak with you, and then I would follow up with you. I will let you know that I spoke with the governor about this, and just to make sure that the UNC has now taken those two under guard, correct?
Yeah, the UNSC will
And,
basically have them like shielded from, the colonel and his forces.
and I make sure to let him know that that has been handled, and that in the future it would be better for him to message me with something that with my crew so we can handle it in a more diplomatic way. And I thank him for his time.
All right. I mean, you get the message, like the whole like message sent thing, but you don't get any kind of response, at least not at this
No,
current time. So
that's fine.
okay. Is there anything else you're doing in downtime beside talking to these various people?
Mm, I don't think there was nothing else we have that I'm forgetting about subplots, am I?
In terms of subplots, no, because well, for one thing, the whole thing with like the colonel wanting you to be like his agent, like that arc has been resolved. Um, so I mean, there's nothing else like mission wise or what have you to have to worry about. So if you want to skip to when you get called for a briefing, you can.
That's fine. Yep.
All right. So, um, you do eventually get a like intercom announcement. Commander Armel, please report to the bridge. Um, well, Commander Armel and also Captain Richards. Like you both get summoned to the bridge. So Gaius is there, and he gives you the rundown. He says that the coordinates to this Lychgate have been decoded. On Ubuntu's orders, the fleet will set sail there immediately, since not only is this Lychgate an incredible relic that should be secured and studied, if it's as powerful as you've learned, the Perfected can't be allowed to use it. And as a result of this, um, the Steel Talons are going to be sent ahead of everybody else to make sure the Lychgate is secure. And he says that this time around, um, escort duty for the science team isn't going to be a factor because we know this is potential. Well, we're assuming it's under enemy control, um, and the Lychgate is presumed to have some sort of enemy presence aboard, so the scientists are staying behind. And with no other civilians aboard to worry about, and since you're going in first, you're clear to go weapons free in there. And this also means that, I mean, he doesn't bring this up, but I'm just letting you know out of character that if you'd like, you can have either or both of your other teams in there with you as backup, which I'll hint is something you'll probably need. Um,
Both Beta and Charlie.
well, Beta and or Charlie, whichever, or both. Like basically, he's saying that with your other missions, like prior to, because those missions you weren't anticipating enemy contact and you were just there as like a security force in case there was. Um, this time with what you've learned, it is assumed that there is going to be enemy contact, so the Solvetsky Island is going to be staying aboard the Avalanos, and you're going to be going there to clear the place out, or at least get to whatever control mechanism, like whatever the heart of the Lich Gate is, and make sure that the Perfected haven't already taken it.
Okay.
So, like this time, it's just a straight up combat mission.
So we're going in with our own ship and not being carried by an unarmed ship.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. I mean,
Okay.
if you want to have the Solvetsky Island aboard your ship so it can, provide like, because it has some features that your ship doesn't. Like it has a daughter supercomputer and some other stuff. Um, like it can do some pretty effective like scientific functions, but I mean, it doesn't need to be aboard the Lich Gate in order to do that. So if you don't want to risk that ship, you can always just leave it behind.
Um, what do you guys think? Do you think we should bring it or not? I'm
Well,
kind
we
of
never know
favoring.
what we can encounter, but
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I'm like debating. I mean, if we need something science, we might need that computer.
why not? I mean, our ship is so heavily armored. I kind of doubt that something could get to the other one, the Solovet's Island, within our thing. So it would be relatively safe. We hope.
Well,
I
if
mean,
our ship gets disabled or blown up, then it's kind of over anyways. Well, who cares if they die too?
Jesus
yeah. Well,
Christ, Marcus.
I mean, honestly, that's the truth. I mean, I'm not beating around the bush. It's fact.
well, yeah. If you lose the ship, you might as well have already died inside. With that sense, but yeah,
Well,
if
yeah,
something is able to take
because the
out
problem is if the
our
ship
ship,
goes,
then
the
yeah.
U-Haul trailer full of guns will go as well, and for Horgiston, there's no reason to keep living.
Yeah,
Well, no, I
but
mean,
if something can take out that ship, our big ship, then it doesn't matter if we have the Solovetsk Island somewhere else to come help us; it'll get destroyed as well. So yeah,
yeah, because we're the only ones with guns, I guess.
bring it all in one package. Why not?
All right. So you're bringing that with you. Um, Final boarding call for any like purchases, gear repairs, weapon, whatever, anything you want to do before you leave the ship. Like if you need to resupply, now is the time to do it.
All right, so I don't know if this is possible, but can we send a message to that female captain with the gunships? Well, with the
Yeah,
gun.
yes, I was about to ask or mention that because you do have not only you have two allies in the sector. You have Gorm's Marauders and you have the Great Canen Cooperative. So you can radio both of them if you want one or both of them to show up and help you.
Uh,
Why not?
yeah, I can message both and see if they would be interested in joining the fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
um, like I said, you won't get a message right away, but I mean, definitely before you leave, you'll get a message with yeah. If you like, if you're, I'm assuming you're explaining the threat of the perfected as part of that. Yes.
Correct. Yeah,
So
especially
Gorham,
again for the female, for the I forget what the name of their group is, but
Gorham's Marauders.
they're fighting it, and we're going to tell them that they're here and they're trying to get through the gate. So, do you want to support us? Which I'm thinking she will. If there's any forces that would like to join us, they can. And then for the Space Marines and the Asian town, um, for them, I would go into more detail and tell them
Okay.
what's.
Okay. Um. So I mean, both of them, you know, well, first of all, Gorham has like a no need to tell me twice kind of reaction. I mean, she almost does a fucking backflip when you mention like killing the perfected. Um, and then as for the cooperative and the Royal Marine Commandos, I mean, both of them are kind of surprised by um, you know, this whole revelation of the perfected because they genuinely didn't know, but they definitely, but both Brigadier Waugh and Captain Snell are in mutual agreement that you know the perfected. I mean, granted, the Middle Heavens aren't really their problem, but the perfected in this sector of space are, and they definitely agree that they need to be dealt with, and especially if you're bringing in additional backup, then this, you know, say we've got strength in numbers, so we will help you.
Do we need to pick them up?
They have their own ships. Like both groups have their own ships.
Yeah, but they're not as their ships aren't as fast as us. They won't be able to keep up with us, right?
Okay, but you do realize that if there is a potential like space combat, then they aren't going to be able to provide their ships to help you. They're going to be lagging behind you, but then again, so is the mothership.
Yeah, but we don't know exactly what we're going into, how big the structure is and everything. So it might be good to have multiple teams, s- multiple ships. The more the merrier. I mean, Agnes would say, believe.
Right, but my question is are they, do they have big ships, or are they
Yes.
like drop ship size?
No, they have big ships.
Oh,
They're not as big as your ships, but they do have ships that are large and well armed.
okay. I didn't know that. I thought they just had drop ship kind of size. And
No.
okay, okay. Then they'll just come in when they come in. Then
Yeah,
we'll try to coordinate everybody coming together
yeah,
as much as we can.
yep. So, but you do send out the transmissions to your allies, so they definitely are on board with your plan, and they will. Because I mean, you also do have to consider they're also going to have to like mobilize their respective troops and make sure weapon systems are optimal and all that other miscellaneous crap. So it's not like they're just going to instantly jump at their ships and get over there, but they will be over there to help you. So, but that will
Okay.
be handled at the dramatically appropriate time. Moving on. So I take it then you guys are ready to set sail.
Yeah, I
Yep.
don't know if there's anything else that we.
Um, I'm not thinking of anything.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you guys, you set sail, so to speak. And when you arrive at the, hold on, why the hell is this fucking handout unloaded? Let me try to reopen that. Let's see. Okay, why is enhanced journal not working? I'm going to have to refresh the page because I'm trying to pull up the handout from the book and it's like not playing ball. So let's try that again. All right, there we go. Um, so when you make it to the gas giant um that the Lychgate is orbiting, the gas giant Ojo, a planet that makes Jupiter look like a pebble in comparison. And there before you, orbiting this wonder of nature, lies another wonder, the Lychgate. You thought the Yanla was impressive, but this structure is truly awe-inspiring. Not quite circular, kilometers across, with an immense outer ring connected to a central hub by 16 spiraling booms, interlaced with smaller girders that twist and writhe between the spokes. The outer ring um, has 4 great transepts, huge hangars, thousands of meters across and open to space, easily big enough to swallow your ship and still have space for more. The central hub, a massive flattened sphere seemingly fashioned by the hands of the gods themselves, is itself over 1,000 meters across and 300 meters thick. Your ship's sensors show faint traces of power running through the majestic structure. Spikes of intensity and temperature increase as you scan towards the central core, the beating heart of the gate. The thermal signature blooms mightily at the very center of the Leviathan construction. The Lychgate spins in breathtakingly elegant laziness, a timeless behemoth that neither fears nor remembers the passing of the eons. It turns, bathed in the radiant glow from the yellow supergas giant, and waits. So, um, now, as for boarding um, the lich gates. So, piloting the ship into a transept and parking it close to the airlock spheres requires a piloting roll with a -1 modification. So, Agnes, that's you.
Yep. We'll be glad to.
All right, and I will also pull us. Well, let me make sure this fucking map has. Okay, token vision is off. Thank fuck. All right, very nice. Um, so I'll bring us over to this new map.
Smooth, slow, and steady.
All right. So, and I originally had the Solvetsky Island token, but if you aren't bringing with it, I'll just move it. So the Avalanus is here. So this is basically like a just colossal hangar open to space. Um, so you are now, you bring the Avalanus in. Um, and let's see. Um, so, yeah, the outer ring. Um, so the transept You know, as described, it's hollow, open to the vacuum of space. Um, while the height of this ring varies between 500 and 150 meters, it is uniformly 800 meters wide. The interior walls are curved and shaped to allow juggernauts and other vessels of unknown design to dock, hugging themselves snugly into the shaped docking spaces made for them. On the outer hull, there are similar slots where a guardian ship could attach, although the Lychgate hasn't played host to an engineering vessel in millennia. As for these airlock spheres, in terms of, yeah, just how large this fucking thing is. The airlock spheres are 50 meters across and fashioned in organic shapes and lines, and um, each airlock has a 10-meter circular opening on one side, the entrance and exit aperture that allows access to the interior of the sphere and cannot be docked with. You must spacewalk to gain access to the airlock, but you luckily have suits with built-in, you know, little thrusters, so that would not be an issue for you. So, all right. So what's your boarding party? Who are you bringing aboard?
So back up a second just so I can picture the scene here. So we pull up to this, we don't see any other ships docked.
No. There are no, like this transept that you're docking in this big open hangar, there aren't any other ships in here.
If we
Seems
circled
quiet.
around this big ass thing, we don't see any other ships docked, correct?
No.
And when you dock, are you docking externally or do you dock inside of it?
So it's basically, so like I said, the transepts are the quote unquote hangars. Like you basically glide your ship into this hangar, sort of like sailing a ship into like a bay. Um, and then you have it kind of put in park, and then you're getting out, you're going through these airlock spheres into, um, like you're using your suits to enter these airlock spheres and get into the station proper. Like everything in the outer ring and the transept, all this shit is exposed to space, but everything inside has an atmosphere.
Okay.
We may have gotten here early. Maybe we can set up shop and set up a defense before any creepy crawlies.
So, all right.
If we dock, so is there is there any reason not to dock due to sensors and stuff? Is it better to be more agile outside, not docked?
There aren't any like, I mean, you have to understand this is an engineer relic that, I mean, it wouldn't have like, sensor beacons that would pick up enemy ships in the same way that like human technology would.
No, what I'm saying is, would this thing cause interference to our own scanners?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I mean, do note your scanners do have limited range, and this thing is like kilometers and like just is a very very large structure. Um, like the structure itself won't give off like a signal interference. You're really just limited by range. So if there are
So we
any enemy
literally
ships
can't see
outside
the
of
other.
range, what?
So we literally can't see the other side of this.
I'm saying that you can't like you can like the structure itself isn't blocking your scanners. You are limited by range. As in, if there are enemy ships or friendly ships, if there are ships of any kind outside of your range, you're not going to pick them up. This thing isn't directly interfere. It's not like a solid, structure blocking that range. It's just I'm just letting you know that kind of like for say your motion trackers, they only pick up targets so far out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now I'm talking on the Avalanos. I just I hate locking my big ship up into a docking port and
Well,
not having him have the mobility to fight.
well, but like I said, just the height. I mean, the just in this transept, like this outer ring, the height alone varies between 500 and 150 meters, and this thing is 800 meters wide. So it is Well, actually, come to think of it, the Avalanos is, well, 731 meters long, but it's definitely thinner than that. So you would, I mean, not necessarily have plenty of space for like a space battle, but it definitely isn't exactly, um, you know, as wide as you would think given the size of your ship. Like it'd be fucking huge compared to the Solvetsky Island, but for the Avalanos, not so much.
Okay.
Now, if you want to have your ship outside, like just out like here, that is totally possible. However, that does mean um, that getting to the airlock spheres and then like if you needed to get back to the Avalonis in a hurry, that would take much longer.
We would have to do it with a dropship, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like the thing with dropships as a reminder is as seen in Aliens, they it's not like you just fly out of a hangar like you're in Star Wars. Like you do have like a whole like dual stage airlock. You're lowered down from the belly of the ship, and then you deploy, and then you fly over, and then basically to get back to the ship, you would have to reverse that process. And depending on how far you park away, that's going to increase the time to get there and the time to get back.
Okay. Well, it's the last mission, so okay, we'll dock it.
All right. Okay.
Again, we lose our ship. It's over anyway.
Believe
So,
in the Avalanos. It
yeah.
can take care of itself.
Yeah. So, as for the boarding party, as I asked before, are you bringing your Beta team, your Charlie team, or both?
Uh, I think what it will do is we'll bring Beta with us, and Charlie will hold the air
Spheres.
sphere.
All right. So let's see. So Beta team would be Cassandra Mitchell, Sweetwater, Zavadska, Heather, Igor, Johns, and Sayad. So that's 8. Or actually, no, it's 7. Correction. So let me just drag those guys out. So so Cassandra, Sweetwater, um, Sayad, Igor, and who the fuck else? Heather and Zavadska and Johns.
Now, my
Heather.
other question is, since this thing is so massive and these spheres are so big, can we actually bring the tank in?
Let me double check. The spheres, each sphere, like the airlock is only 10 meters wide. But keep in mind that even if the APC could fit in there, that doesn't mean the terrain inside is like drivable.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I was just.
If
I mean, it's such a massive scale. I wasn't sure, like, if we're like going
And then
in
who
a
else?
Pathfinder, if we're going in a Cyclops area where everything is bigger, where we can actually get our vehicle in because the halls are so much bigger. That's what.
how big
I
how big
I
some of the
can
holes are,
send
yeah,
out
it
a
seems, but
yeah. I can
that's
send
how.
out a pups device to like map out the area to see if we could take the one of the vehicles in before we
Ooh.
start moving out.
All right, so what is your plan to do that? Are you going to like go up to the airlock first, then put the thing in there and have it sweep, or are you going to um or are you going to I mean, well what's your plan?
So we'll take Alpha to a port, to a sphere, and do that, and then Beta will hold in the ready. So we'll go in phases, and Beta's ready to go in. And if we say bring the APC, they'll load in the APC and bring the APC. Otherwise, they'll just come in on foot, and then once they come through, then Charlie comes in behind and sets up a defensive on the spheres. So we're not all going to pile in at one time and be a big bottleneck. We'll bring them in um, as needed. So if one sphere gets blocked up, there's multiple spheres that we can then try to flank whatever we're fighting. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
what is 9 in this
Seems
area?
sensible.
Am I
Let's see.
reading
So hold on. So each of these is 100 meters across. So I'm guessing it'll be. I'm assuming that based on the thing, that would be probably 500 meters down one of these corridors. Because basically, the ambulatories are like long open corridors. Well, uh, just when I say open, I mean like it's a straight line, pretty much. But there is like, let me just read the description. So basically, the ambulatories are huge, twisted, spiraling tunnels, 100 meters. So actually, you could theoretically drive that, the APC in here.
All right, we'll bring the APC
All right.
because
Vroom, vroom.
got it. Must use it.
Yeah. Now I will warn that that doesn't mean you'll be able to like completely drive it through every single square inch of this structure, but at least in these ambulatories, you can use it to get through. It's not
Yep.
necessarily going to be a straight line, but you can drive it around and kind of zigzag.
That's cool with me.
All right.
Do
Um,
do Sahad and Igor, are there crits healed at this point? Because I saw that they still have crit injuries on
Yes.
there.
Yeah, they have. Well, that yeah, because they haven't been used since Heart of Darkness, really. So,
Mhm.
they
Yep, I
they
just
still have
want
like the concussions. Yeah.
to
Well,
double
thank you for
check.
pointing that out. So, all right. So their crits are gone. And Heather, I'm not sure why she's over encumbered, but um, oh, she has a fucking eco suit. That would be why. Whatever. I'm not going to bother with it at this point. So, because really over encumbered, all that does is it means if you try to like, sprint uh in combat, you have to do a mobility roll. But other than that,
Yep.
anyway, so you all bring the APC aboard, and I think the APC holds
12-ish, something like that.
13. So let's see,
Nice.
you've got let's see, you've got Martin, Evelyn, Agnes, Gunny, Chef, Arthur, and Anne. So let me just drag all those out. So let's see, that's 7 plus 7. I mean, technically, I don't think the crew accounts
One
for
can
like the
stand.
driver. I don't think it really accounts for the driver. So I'll say if Agnes is driving, then that's you just enough to hold everybody.
Okay then.
So all right. So you guys are cruising through the tunnels, and yeah. So as you are driving, and I'm assuming you have the headlights on because there's not that much light in here.
Certainly.
You start to notice, well, something that everybody else recognizes, but well, it definitely looks kind of familiar to Agnes. Because Agnes, you've seen proto hive growths, but not actual. Well, I don't think you've actually. Well, I don't think you have. You
Yeah,
seen
I
like
don't
proper hive
think.
growth, like actual
Yeah,
xenomorph hive?
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, everybody else has. Um, you haven't, but it definitely reminds you of the proto hive. Basically, long story short, you do see that there is like xenomorph activity,
Fun.
As it goes, I've got a bad feeling about this.
and like basically you feel like the quote unquote road is kind of a little bit bumpy and crunchy, um, as you're driving through this hive mass. And so as you are driving down, because this is in terms of a complete finale, giving, like in terms of character related stuff. So I have these tokens here, just because originally I didn't place the NPCs because I wasn't sure like who was going to be getting out. Um, but basically, let me just so I drew this little diagram because this would be about um like here-ish, like the middle of this tunnel. So you're driving and you got these little like offshoot paths, like that's what these little tunnels are.
hmm
Like they're tunnels between the ambulatories. Um, as you guys are driving, you drive into a very large, spacious room. And you do see there are eggs. Um,
Oh
but
boy.
oh no, it gets worse.
Oh
because
God.
not only do you so everybody is going to take 2 stress, and the reason why is because you are seeing two new types of alien for the first time. The first one, so basically what they are, 2 of them look like they look like queens, but about half the size. The other one looks like a queen, but is double the size of a queen. I present to thee the Empress.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh fuck.
Jesus.
Horgus, you won't have a chance to kill a queen for the rest of the game, but how about an Empress?
I was just about to say, get me over there. I'm jumping out, going one-on-one with her now.
Commander, you're gonna die if you do that. Look at the size of that thing.
That ain't
It's a
scary.
huge bitch.
I got a sword now. I can fight her.
Okay, so let me get the so before entering initiative, let me see if I got the battle plan right. Are you going? Is just Horgus getting out, or
I don't know what we're doing, dude. I was just like rallying the troops because
well, I know you want to murk this bitch, but
Oh, we are just. What's the
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just trying
smartest
to
not
figure
way
out.
to do
jumping out.
this?
I mean, until the thing goes down. I mean, we fight better in the tank, don't we, against these
Well,
things?
the problem is, well, there are some pros and cons. The pros are the APC has 2 different guns that are very powerful and have effectively unlimited ammo. The bad news, you only have 2 guns. So like only 2 people can be manning the guns, and Agnes could theoretically ram stuff, but the problem is that everybody else would not be able to shoot. That leads to another pro and con. The pro is that if you are in the APC, then the risk of a person taking specific damage is lessened. Rather than like being like fighting these things toe to toe. The bad news is number one, they are large enough to where they can attack the APC. Um, and that also means that like
Oh,
if it does like catastrophic damage to the APC, then everybody inside gets affected.
that's very risky.
Um,
Though, I
like there,
suggest
yeah.
Agnes has an idea to just ram straight at the Empress before you jump out, and
Oh.
everybody else gets out and does the normal shooting. And I don't know, Agnes and Marty or whoever else wants to stay inside and shoot.
Yeah, who's on the guns? Let's figure out who's on the guns. Does any PC want a gun?
Well, what I'll do is we'll drag the APC over to the left. I'm assuming so. Agnes is obviously going to be driving.
Yeah, if I'm driving, I can't
Yeah.
use the guns probably,
Yeah.
right?
Now the APC does have a front-mounted flame unit, and then the phase plasma pulse cannon on top.
I would think Evelyn doesn't want to be a gunner since she's our medic. Martin, what's your? Is this a heavy machinery role, or is it going to be range combat?
No, it's range combat for weapons in general. So vehicle weapons use range combat.
But then heavy weapons.
Heavy weapons would
special,
apply.
The talent would apply to these.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm technically I think the only other person who has the heavy weapons specialty.
It's true.
But
So
besides
I
Martin,
have it
I
as
think
well,
maybe.
but yeah.
well, you're driving, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Oh,
apply.
so Evelyn, you have heavy weapons?
Yep.
All right. Do you want a gun then? Because at this point, I don't know if we're going to have time for first aid anyway. So it's over. Plus,
Yeah.
Well,
I
Beta
mean,
technically, our NPCs can man the guns
yeah,
if
that
you
is
guys
true. You have
think
a
which
bunch
are
of
more
NPCs.
effective as foot soldiers, which you probably even are. So you could delegate it like that.
All right, so
yeah, I mean, take the guns because it's usually their transport anyway. So
yeah.
it's up to you, Evelyn. You're the PC. You get to choose. Do you want a gun or you want to get out and get close?
it's like a slow action to like dismount
Correct.
vehicle, right? So it would take a turn if I would have to get out and do anything. I'll stay on the gun for now then.
All right.
Now,
So which gun are
my
you going to be
buddy
manning?
goes. Well, which one do you want to take, Marty? Yeah. Dealer's choice, bro.
Okay, where are we? And which one are you taking?
Party APC. Oh,
I'll take the flame unit if you want to take the pulse cannon.
Okay.
all right. So I'll drag Martin to the. So both of you are listed as gunners on this vehicle now. Okay, so party APC, and I'll drag your tokens there. So you are there. And then, so I'm assuming you'll have. So Horgus obviously wants to jump out and fight the Empress. Do you want Anne, Arthur, and Two Face to help you?
Yeah, we'll go after the Empress, the four of us, and then Beta will split and go after the two minor guys. Leave Heather in the APC. She's
right.
not a.
Yeah. So let's see. So Sayad, Zavadska, and Sweetwater will fight the one Praetorian. I'm just kind of dividing them up into two groups, and then
Yep.
Cassandra, Juns, and Igor will deal with the other one. So, all right. So, and then let's see.
Sorry, just a question. I see that our hull is a bit damaged there. Has it been repaired for
It should
the
be.
APC?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like I
I'll
said,
just
everyone was
change it.
specifying, doing repairs and stuff, and we haven't used that thing in a while, so I'm willing to cut you some slack on forgetting to do that. Anybody who has stress, you need to remove it now, otherwise they'll assume you still have it. So.
Well, we should have.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, the two.
Sorry.
The two.
Yeah, you took the two stress. I saw the sheet. I was like, wait, did people forget? So never mind. So, and also Marty, you need to add the 2 points of stress for seeing the two new aliens for the first time. So, okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the PCs to initiative, the Empress and the two Praetorians to initiative, and then what I'll do for if you guys want, I will potentially, instead of doing a whole bunch of NPC combat, I can do that if you want, but there are 6 of them. And the other thing I would suggest is if you want to say they take down the Praetorians, but some of them die in the process, and just to streamline it, I can do that if you want. So it's up to you what you guys want to do.
Are you saying one on each side would die?
Well, I'm saying like so because
Or
I'm gonna tell you right now, these Praetorians are no like I use the term minor guys. They are not minor. They are really dangerous. So that's why I'm saying like instead of having to deal with them, like you could like for example, this team could take out this, but this would inevitably result in some or all of them dying.
Oh, something like you're probably gonna roll a D3 and see
Yeah, I
how
roll a
many of our.
D3, and
Yeah.
it's like say if it's if I roll 2, then that means like they kill it, but 2 of them die killing it.
Yeah. I get it. How do you
can
feel,
we
Horgus?
can we say instead of kill, maybe they're? 'Cause I don't want to kill people or put them out of action. Have a 50%
Credited?
chance that they're out of action,
Well,
but
let me put it
alive.
to you this way. The reason I'm suggesting that in terms of just how brutal fucking Praetorians are, like the least lethal thing they do is call for reinforcements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have auto kills with some of their
Yeah.
attacks. So
I'm just being Horgus that I want to protect my people.
I
I
understand
just
that. I'm just saying that like your two options are either A, we do like NPC, like NPCs rolling normally, but that would probably take a while, or you can just say that like, oh, this group will kill this thing, but it's going to take some of them down in the process. Because realistically, when this thing can do things like tail spike people, head bites, deal 3 crits at once, I mean,
that's fine.
so
Yeah.
like
It's
I'm just trying to
Beta.
reinforce the fact that these Praetorians are no joke. Because case in
Yeah.
point, in my first, well, not my first, but my previous Alien campaign I did, just one of them caused like a near TPK.
That's fine.
So, all right, so we'll do that then. Okay, so the PCs have been added. Praetorians are added, and then but the Empress will deal with attacks normally. Okay, so I think that should be everyone. Then I will draw all, and then Agnes is first.
Woohoo!
So, but I do
We're
need to
gonna get to
roll.
ram the queen.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. So Martin has well 7 or 7. So I guess you'll stay at 7. Evelyn, reroll. You're at 5. You could take an 8, but I'll assume you stay at 5.
Yeah, I much prefer
And
5, I'm being honest.
and then Drill Sergeant Horgus. I mean, you have fast reflexes.
Yep.
All right, so I'm assuming you'd probably want to stay at. Well, hold on. I'll just see what you would get just in case. 3 or 5. So you'll stay at 3. And then let me just make sure. So Two-Face does not have that. I can't remember if Arthur has fast reflexes. Oh, he does, and I forgot about that. So Arthur will reroll. Oh, he can get a 1.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
And you can switch with him if you want. So all right, so you've got 2 PC slots, then the Empress. Well, what's the Empress's speed? Because I think she would reroll again. Speed 2. Okay. So duplicate
The
combatant.
Praetorians have additional speed.
They do,
They
but like I said,
do.
I'm going to handle it like,
Oh,
these guys potentially do
fine.
a heroic sacrifice to kill them. So,
Okay.
um, so, um, the, all right. So, does anybody want to swap with Arthur? I'm assuming Agnes wants to stay where he is, but
Brum, brum. Oh yeah.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Let me clarify. If we have our gunners go first, we get to shoot the damn thing twice. Then it acts. Then we could drive to it, or it just comes to us, and Agnes can just run them over. Oh, so having him drive to her when we have ranged guns, I don't know if that's the best option. What do you guys think? Should we shoot twice?
yeah, because you do have 2 slots. You could have Evelyn and Martin go first.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So Agnes, do you want to swap
Mhm.
with Evelyn and Martin?
He is kind of feeling jittery. Wants to
Yeah.
ram her over as fast as possible, but yeah,
all
he'll
right. So
let
I'll
it.
swap Martin with Agnes, and then Arthur with Evelyn. So swap initiative with Arthur. All right.
Then
And
act with Tobias,
okay.
and then switch with Horgus.
And then Agnes and Horgus switch.
Yep.
All right. So is that the order that we want to keep?
I think so.
All right.
Looks good.
So begin combat. So Evelyn, you're up, and you were manning the incinerator unit. Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you put the incinerator instead of the cat. Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
There you go.
I'm sorry
let's
for
set
these
that-
aliens.
Set that bitch on fire.
And I will also note that you guys could theoretically kill the Praetorians before the NPCs fight them if you do want to save them. So just the thought occurred to me, but
Yeah.
Agnes knows where he's driving. If anybody wants the Praetorians, you jump out. He's not a bus service. He's doing what he wants.
All right then.
He's gonna look at Sweetwater. Never liked you anyway.
Okay, so
yeah, you leaving all your burger wrappers all over the place, you bastard. Anyway,
that bonus from the flamer, but that's okay.
well, you do get heavy weapons as a bonus, so
Yep. So 8, 10. I don't think I can use machine gunner on this. Or go,
Unfortunately,
like,
no, it
full
doesn't have
auto with the
auto-fire.
flame unit, can I?
It doesn't have auto-fire, so no.
But I can aim, correct?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Like
I
you
should
can,
do
yeah, I
so.
mean, you specifically can't aim in space combat, but that doesn't apply to vehicle combat as far as I know, so
Yep.
I would still
So
allow it.
that is +2, +4, 4 and 8 is 12. So slightly less impressive than my skill with the gun, but still pretty sweet.
Alright.
+2 DS.
Oh, man. Okay, so let's roll the fucking way down. So that's 4 successes. And what's the base damage on that thing?
4.
Yeah, I won't push 4.
Alright, so
I'm gonna
that's.
do all damage, baby.
And you said you're pushing?
The incineration is intensity 9, but
Yeah,
still
well,
base damage 4. It's
roll the
crazy.
base attack first if you're gonna push. And
I'm
then do
not gonna
fire.
push. I'll
Alright,
just
so.
keep that because I was.
Alright,
pretty good.
so roll
So-
96. Let's see.
Yep.
8.
See if I set the
So,
bitch on fire.
so 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. 8. Okay, so she
Oh,
does
yeah.
get set on fire.
Oh boy!
Her armor. Oh man, her armor. Fuck, even against fire, soaks 3 damage.
Nice.
Oh, that is.
So you, yeah,
She's
you
putting
do.
up some fight.
That's awesome, actually.
So you do light her on fire. So hold on. So let's see. So that's, and now I got to roll the other fire. So okay, the second one doesn't do anything. So she takes 1, 2, 3. So all right, that is Evelyn's turn. So this Empress is now on fire. Roaring out in agony, and like the fucking room is just trembling. So,
Evelyn burning the royalty.
yeah. Regicide. Anyway,
How else are you gonna eat?
so Martin, you're
Yeah,
up.
how else are we gonna do that?
Wow, that's cool. Okay. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can I do?
If you're manning the plasma cannon, my recommendation would just be to aim and fire.
Okay, so let me look here because
So the plasma
this
cannon
whole
has a
thing
plus.
is the NPC. Is that what this is?
The what?
This whole drawn thing is the APC? Or?
Yeah, this right here is the APC. If you look, so the plasma cannon has base damage 6, armor piercing, and a bonus of 1. So if you aim and use machine gunner, that's a total bonus of 5.
Okay, let me see.
Can machine gunner be used with it?
No, it doesn't have auto fire.
Heavy weapons.
Oh, you meant heavy weapons. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the heavy
Okay,
weapons
so
can be, but
I see a phased plasma
yeah, that's the
gun
plasma cannon.
and a 20 millimeter Gatling gun.
The 20 millimeter Gatling gun is not equipped. You specifically, like very early in the game, you specifically you guys swap that out for the flame unit.
Okay, so what do I click then? I'm sorry. Bud.
Just roll your so your dice pool. You have 9 total for range combat base.
Yeah.
So you get +1 from the plasma cannon, +2 from heavy weapons, +2 from aim. So you're rolling 14d6.
And 2DS.
Yeah, and 2ds. Oh my! This Empress isn't gonna last.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
So are you pushing that or keeping it?
I'm gonna push that.
All right, so that is 11d6 plus 3ds. Another success. So, let's see, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Okay.
Let me roll her armor. And that's armor
Zero,
piercing.
you sons of bitches.
All right, so she soaks 2 of it, but that's still 8 damage going through. So minus that is okay. So that's another brutal hit. I think Drill Sergeant Horgus might actually be able to just finish this thing off.
Imagine if we steal his kill. He will be so pissed.
Yeah. Drop and give me 2,000, you maggot! Or pissed off. So,
Gonna
Hope
do
you got
you like to
airbag.
Nathan. Gonna set you on fire.
Yeah, I gotta
okay,
be careful.
yeah. So,
If I steal his kill, I'm dead.
so now it's the Empress's turn. And let's see what she will do. Attack roll. What the fuck is that? Well, she's going to, yeah, because I forgot, she would definitely move into engage range, and she is going to do like a fucking like John Cena slam on top of the APC.
Oh my sweet
Oh.
fuck.
How that works
That
against
is
a vehicle in terms of critical damage, okay, instead of mobility roll at -2, let's have Agnes make a piloting roll at -2 to see if he drives out of the way before she
Okay.
crushes it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's gonna succeed. I'm gonna fucking do it. But if it doesn't, maybe the vehicle crits. We can try instead
Yeah,
of that.
I would use a vehicle crit if it failed, but let's see if you can actually just drive out of
So
the way on your own.
it's piloting +1,
-2.
-2. That's because of the maneuverability
Right.
helps with
I know.
the. Okay, so -1. Oof.
Oh,
Okay,
you got so
panic,
lucky.
but I get
Oh
it.
my god.
All right, roll your panic. Okay, he's so Agnes like swerves off to the side and the ground trembles and like like all the people outside just barely stay on their feet. I'll move you guys into the room.
But does she
So
miss or what?
Oh,
she
God.
missed because Agnes drove out of the way.
Goddamn.
So, but
Just
she
doing
does have
wheelies around her.
Like a
a
tin
second
can.
a second turn, so she's going to attack the vehicle again. So let's see what she does. So yeah, you're gonna want to fucking finish her off fast.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Like I said, the least lethal thing she does is call for reinforcements. Well, that goes with the Praetorians as well, but
Well, that can be the most actually.
yeah,
So
true.
something's
That is
coming either way.
yeah, potentially. So, all right. So that is the Empress. Okay, now it's Agnes.
Vroom vroom.
Pedal to the metal, baby.
Yep.
You know, good
So
old
it's
micro special.
it's a piloting that I'll get with the maneuverability, and yep, pedal to the metal. He's gonna go like red light, bitch.
So,
But
oh,
'tis only the start.
You're gonna push
So
twice,
yeah,
aren't you?
hell yeah. I'm gonna give Horgus a fighting chance to
Yeah.
kill her off. So
Alright.
because the base damage is only 2,
All right.
and this is not armor piercing. So yeah.
All right. Well, you get 3. So, or no, you get more than that. Well, never mind. 3.
Nothing. Okay,
All right, 3. So,
3 it is.
all right. So I
Up.
will. So I'll roll her armor. And unfucking believable. I just decided to roll the manual dice and remember, or the alien dice and remember why I don't do that.
You can re-roll the with a functional dice. I mean, this is a
No, I'm not gonna do it. It's funny. So you do. That's a total of 4. You said.
yeah, it's just 4.
Okay. So she is now
Oh,
much
wait,
closer to.
is this gonna get some acid on the vehicle or
That
not?
is a good question. I don't remember if well, I mean, crushing an alien as we see in Aliens, spills acid, but just I think ramming her is like blunt force. I don't think so. So I'll just say no.
Depends how you want. Yeah.
I thought the perfected didn't have acid.
This isn't a perfected. This is a fucking xenomorph.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is the Empress. Biggie Queen. Steroids.
oh, then I'm not going in with a sword. I'm gonna burn that thing.
Don't chicken
Grab
out
my
now.
flamer.
That little voice in the back of Horgus's head spoke up and was like, "Yeah, I live for battle, but I'm not fucking stupid. Don't be
Oh,
stupid."
come on.
I just love them. I'm not going with a
Imagine-
fucking sword. So
Imagine a sword against 20
I thought
armor dice. Come
perfected.
on.
I was like, oh, I could go beat it up with a sword. Like, I don't want my sword to melt from its acid.
Oh, that's the thing. You don't want the sword to melt.
Yeah, the sword.
okay, so well,
Injured.
it's your turn. You're outside of the vehicle. So what are you doing?
Uh, well, I would be wasting turns because I would have to switch to my flamer.
You have quick draw. I thought.
Yeah, but it's stored inside, so I'd have to grab my flamer. It's not my carry weapon.
Oh, well, what? Do you have any guns with you?
Well, let me ask
Oh,
you
yeah.
this:
Is getting out of the APC a fast or slow action or what?
Can
It's
I
a sl-
just chuck fire bombs at it? What would affect everybody else at this? Because I'm the first PC, right, outside the vehicle. I mean, how much damage?
Well, but you guys, I specifically asked
We're
you what the
engaged
battle
range,
plan was, and
technically.
you said that you were going to get out of the vehicle, and then Agnes was going to drive.
Oh. No, I thought that.
No,
Well, actually, I'm not sure. Yeah.
that no. Who said that?
Well, let me rephrase, because before you found out that this was a xenomorph, you were insisting, oh, I'm going to get out and fight this thing with my sword, and then I
Right.
asked,
After he charges it, why would I get off way miles away?
Yeah, I was thinking
Get
after I
out.
charged it, when the plan was for me to first
Okay,
charge
well,
and then he gets out. and everything.
okay, fine, but I mean, well, then let me ask you this: did you dismount everybody else?
No, nobody's. Now we dismount because we were not in the zone with the creatures anyway. So
Well, the thing is, do you really want to be in the zone with melee creatures?
it really don't matter because the creatures would charge us and kill us anyway. So,
But my point is that if you were out, you would have a fighting chance to start shooting them before they could get you, or throw a firebomb into a zone where they aren't already there. Is my point.
well, seeing as rest of Alpha's team and Melee, I got the shovel guy and I got a sword. We want to get in close.
Okay,
we only
well,
have one guy that can shoot.
all right. Well, if you're okay, then you're all in the vehicle.
Yeah.
So then in that case, what is I mean, I assume you're going to grab your incinerator unit with a fast action and then jump out with a slow, or
Well, the other question I have is how much would the firebomb damage us?
anybody who is in the vehicle would be unharmed, but you would have to open the door and actually throw it out.
Okay, I like to do that.
All right, so you're using a fast action to switch to pull out a firebomb and throw it out.
Yep.
All right, that's your turn. So roll 12d6.
Imagine the Empress's the look on her face when she just sees somebody open the door and throw this shit on her. She's like, "What the hell?"
Fucking damn it! Is it TS or DS?
DS, 2DS.
Hey, I was doing it right this time.
Okay, so that's 1 point of damage getting out. So let me just roll her armor versus fire. All right. Oh wow, she soaks it. She got 3 successes. So maybe being already on fire kind of.
Yeah.
She's learning.
So All right, so that's Horgus. So Arthur, in this case, I mean, because again, when Blitz was in the game, he specified that unless stated otherwise, Arthur would be using his shovel. So Arthur will just kind of hold his action, as will Anne. If the door is open, would you have Two-Face shoot out of the vehicle?
Yes.
All right. So he's going to fire his let's see, 44 Magnum, sure, because that actually does equal as much damage as his heavy pulse rifle, except he actually has weapon specialist for it, so he gets a bonus. Okay, so let's see, +2 max range. All right, so 12d6. So /R 12, actually 14 because he can aim. 14d6, and he got, oh my, 3 successes. So that's 5 damage. Assuming the Empress's armor holds.
Oh, you didn't roll a stress dice.
Oh shit. Hold on. 2ds. Yeah, no, it was just 2 2s. So.
Okay,
Hey,
that's
Cody,
What?
did we do the grenade wrong? Because the grenade is a damage 12.
No, the grenade is.
Well,
It was
it's
fire intensity 12.
Okay.
Like whenever a grenade says like damage in this, it actually means that is what the roll is for the blast or the fire intensity or what have you. So if it says damage 9, that's fire intensity 9 or blast 9. You know.
Oh, okay. That's what you had me roll with.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought I was rolling to hit the thing. So
No, you were
okay.
just rolling to
I'm
see
good.
what the fire intensity was. But I mean, she's already on
That's
fire,
right.
so
Okay.
okay. So let's see. So 3, 4, 5. So I need to roll her her armor piercing.
If a Magnum kills the Empress, that will be
It very well
hilarious.
might. Yeah, so her armor does not withstand these fucking Magnum rounds, so I'm gonna roll her crit.
Oh,
So
sweet
Come on, Queenie.
Jesus.
so she doesn't die outright, but she is going to. Now, however, I have a question for you guys. Now, in terms of the acid splash, because it's a piercing attack, would you rather Tobias take it or the vehicle take it?
Well, I think we know the
I
answer
mean,
for Horgus
He
and
is
Agnes.
technically the one leaning out and like shooting up.
That is true.
So
But the acid could splash on the vehicle. I'm just trying to be nice and designate a target, so.
yeah, that makes sense because
So-
she's right on top
Not
of
my
us.
baby,
They,
APC.
they would probably go to the vehicle.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
we can try the vehicle. Okay.
So acid. So if I'm not mistaken, Agnes, acid splash is like the base number plus how much damage she took.
Yeah, her base acid rating plus the damage.
All right. So we're looking at 19d6.
Tis but a scratch.
Quite a scratch. That's fucking 4 damage burning through this fucking vehicle.
Oh,
No,
let me just check the
so-
minor and major components.
Yeah. So well,
because...
no. Hold on. Roll your armor first to see how much of it gets
Oh yeah,
absorbed by the acid. So it's an armor rating 8, so 8d6.
I'm gonna do the normal numbers just in case.
Okay. Oh my!
Yeah, nice roll.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately,
Hell yeah.
one does burn. So the vehicle does take 1 point of
That's nothing.
damage, but and the
Better
armor
than
rating
4.
is reduced to 5. But
Wait,
Oh yeah,
5.
yeah, reducing my armor.
it's 5 because when you roll armor against acid,
Idiot.
the armor protects, like, stops you from taking damage, but the armor is permanently degraded in the like, think Hicks's armor in Aliens when he gets burned. Like,
Oh, okay.
he's fine. Like, fine isn't he doesn't die, but his armor melts. Like, that's basically he got successes on his armor roll, and the acid is eating up that armor. So the
Cool.
APC doesn't
Oh hell
take
yeah.
like it won't take a major component damage, but the armor does degrade, and it does take 1 point of damage. So
Agnes is just swiveling and swirling around. The Empress going like, "Don't splash him up, baby, you ugly thing."
So, okay, very nice. And then next, the Praetorians, and well, because you guys specified that the people are in the vehicle, not actively fighting them, they are going to attack the vehicle. So this
Not a
guy
mad me.
moves here, and is
I
going
thought,
to.
Even more
I
targets.
thought they were doing their thing. Beta was fighting them.
Okay, well,
and-
hold on. Like I said, I specifically asked. Okay, at the start of combat, I asked you, "Are you guys getting out?" You said no. I asked you later on when you were saying like, "Oh, I'm just going to throw a firebomb out the door." I'm like, "Is everybody in?" You said yes.
I thought they were out of the combat, and we were just taking them out with the beta and saying we're not, because beta's not in the initiative, and
But that's why I asked you. So let me put it this way: they cannot take out the Praetorians if they are not outside.
I thought we were just saying they're not in the combat. They're just taking out to keep it a quick combat.
All right, fine.
So I was wondering why they were even initiative. I just thought they.
Well, the reason why they were an initiative because I was going to say by the time that they, oh, whatever. All right, fine. They're this thing is dead, but I'm going to be rolling a d3 to see how many people die killing it.
That's fine.
So /r d3. Okay, so one person dies. And now I'm going to see who that one person is. Sayad.
Okay.
Sweetwater makes it fuck.
How does my rusted chick die? I like her.
That slimy fucker. He pushed her in front of him to save.
Probably
Soda out.
did.
You bastard!
Yeah. Let's kill her first. like it's the opposite of a heroic sacrifice where like, you know, instead of like him jumping and like it swings its tail at her to impale her, and instead of him jumping to take it for her, he pushes her so she can stab.
Even though he's like a soldier now with us, he somehow got the company talent of pushing somebody else in the way.
Yeah. Okay. So and then for this other group, so and I'll also mark the Praetorian as dead. Oops, not prone. So /r d3. How many people die? All three.
Woo, that's crazy.
So poor Cassandra. At
And
least she
we
lives
got
on in
two
another
more
continuity.
incoming.
Yeah.
Which one was what was she? I can't remember.
She was the squad leader.
Oh, okay.
Like Igor was a sniper, Johns was a machine gunner, and Cassandra was a squad leader. So like basically this one, it's like they're all like focusing fire on the Praetorian, and like, yeah, they riddle it with bullets, and in last action, like it swings its tail and like chops them all at once, but it then succumbs to its injuries and dies. So,
Gnarly.
so okay, well that just leaves the finishing off the Empress, because if she gets wounded again, she dies instantly.
Well, you have
But since it's
reinforcements.
since it's the
Well,
start of the round,
oh. Well, let me ask you this: do you actually want to fight them? Because I feel like that would just prolong this.
Whatever. Whatever. We kill them.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to
yeah,
be plenty more combat in
this
this finale, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
might want to just finish the queen or the Empress off and fucking haul ass. So
Yeah.
You can save
Yeah.
those two Praetorians and
she's-
soldiers stalking us somewhere else. So yeah,
that is true. They could be after you for revenge for killing
Yes.
the Empress.
Yeah.
All right.
As the Empress leans over us to deliver the crushing blow, she just falls like dramatically and just
Well,
shaking the fucking
oh
hive.
shit! Because she's on
She's just
fire, she does
burning.
have to.
yeah. Fire intensity it goes
Okay.
up
Yes.
now.
So to
10?
10 slash. So Evelyn, roll me 10d6.
Yep. Come on, fire damage.
Yep, she takes another point. But let's see if her armor versus
Roast this
fire.
fucker.
/r 8d6. Oh, man, she's clinging off her dear.
Oh.
She's clinging off her dear life, dude.
Evelyn, you're gonna kill her with your turn. Burn her good.
Well, that, at least on paper that was the plan, but well, actually, it is still Evelyn's turn, so she can still fire at it again.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, indeedy. I'm gonna light that bitch on fire. I'll aim. So 8 and 4 is 12 again. Plus 2d6.
The Horgust is probably gonna remember that you haven't swapped with him and let him take the final kill.
All right.
I wish that
All right.
because
So.
one success. That's
Yeah. 11d6 plus
You want to
3ds.
put that?
She is.
Put.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man.
Oh, much better.
So 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So I don't think her armor is gonna hold out against it. I mean, she got 2 successes, but it's still enough damage to kill her outright. So, yeah.
Burn,
You just
baby, burn.
you just smoked the Empress.
Nice job.
A funny
Yeah,
thing,
boy.
the book
That
says,
was
you know,
awesome.
containment and termination protocol. You're kidding. Look, you can't beat this thing, but you may be able to my ass.
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit indeed. You
Yeah.
just fucking
they
smoked
did
this
not
bitch.
anticipate us.
All right.
They
So
didn't know the Steel Talons when they wrote that entry. Holy shit, did. Oh goodness.
So yeah, the Empress like roars out and
Yeah.
just like falls over. The ground trembles heavily. So there's that.
And now I'm on Horgus's shit list.
no,
I
I love
pulled
it.
the queen over him.
All right.
Agnes will get out of the vehicle. He will approach the Empress. He'll wait for the fire to kind of subside at least a bit, and he will, hoping that she's charred enough, he will try to, with his knife, chop off a finger, and to give it to Evelyn as her rightfully deserved trophy.
Yay?
You earned this.
Okay. Thank
Just
you.
you know, I did swap my rifle for my incinerator unit from now on. So
All right.
now that we're facing these bastards, I got my incinerator unit.
All right. So, and yeah, you definitely hear like the screams of the Legion. You know, so I mean, everybody piles back aboard the APC, and I assume just drives to the core.
Yep, Agnes is like, everybody buckle up. I'm gonna try to get there as fast as we can.
All right.
Can we work on stress yet? Can we take because we've got some with some pretty high stress now.
If you're, I mean, if you're on the move in the APC and nothing else attacks you, then you can recover. I'd say, you know, like so. Let's see. So you were midway through, 100-meter drive. I'll say you can recover 2 stress in the time it takes you to get to the core.
Okay.
I have banter, so 4.
Yeah, so then you recover 4. There you go. So probably making jokes about killing the queen or the empress rather.
So now Marty and
Definitely.
Amelia just joins Alpha.
All right, so Sweetwater and Amelia are part of Alpha Team now. Okay. So, all right. So you guys, let me just copy those tokens. Just paste them here. So, you reach the, so eventually, you know, you reach the center of the thing, and by this point, you know, there's a big set of stairs, so you cannot drive the vehicle up here. You will have to disembark. But I'll bring us over to the next map.
Oh yeah, and we light the eggs on fire before we head
Yeah, good
down.
idea.
Of course.
So, all right. So basically, yeah, you have the scene. You know, the stairs, you know, go down, and so you know, you reach the cynosure. I'm guessing is the pronunciation of it, and it basically very much looks like, if you remember, like it's sort of like the control room or like the bridge, I guess, pilot seat, etc., of like engineer ships. It's got like the platforms with like the pods, and there's like a control center. So here's the thing of interest to you. In the center of the room, there is actually a tape recorder sitting on the control chair. Like, there's no sign of any people in here, but there is a tape recorder there, and it has a tape in it.
Can we push play?
What?
Yeah, if you want to. And I will state, it's not like a bomb or anything. Like, it's impossible to turn to that. So, I mean, well, I'm assuming you all are moving into the room.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. So, yeah, you hit play, and so I'll play this first and then describe what's happening. Because I kind of ruined the impact of it. But basically, so yeah, it's playing Prince by Party Man by Prince. And as that is playing, from down the stairs, or like on the opposite sides, out of the shadows emerge a plethora of children from several directions. What gathers your attention? So not only are they all dancing as they emerge from hiding, and to be more specific, the ladies are swaying their hips from side to side while twirling laser pistols around as they move. The guys are like pumping their rifles up and down, like boogieing with their fists. To make things even more bizarre, from straight ahead you see Johnny
Oh, you fucker.
calmly walking straight towards you with a smug grin on his face, and of note, he has a rifle of some kind slung over his shoulder. And there are 4 perfected, 2 on each side. And they're walking. But the best part is there's a 5th one behind Johnny, except like the cultist, this particular peak specimen is dancing as well. And what's more alarming is this one is drastically different than the others you've seen. We're almost all perfected have silvery gray skin. This particular peak specimen has chalk white skin with green streaks and modeling around where its hair would be. And the icing on the cake is how not only is this thing wearing a purple ghillie suit style cape, this one's mouth is twisted into a creepy smile. And I present to you Perfect Simmons.
Yep. Yep. Felt it was going there.
So,
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. When will this motherfucker die?
So all PCs gain 1 stress from seeing this, except for Martin, because after what he did, you gain 2. And I will emphasize, as much as the desire to kill him is probably burning in many people's heads, this is a ceasefire, and what it means is 2 things. Number 1 is if you attack now, you'll probably lose plot critical information and will probably die. And the other thing is that if the ceasefire concludes without any shots fired, everybody gets a story point. Actually, you know what? I will double that. So, you have that bonus dangling. So this guy, so as he comes dancing out and then like spins around, dabs, and then looks at you, still speaks psionically, as in like you hear his voice in your head rather than coming from his mouth. But he's speaking in complete sentences, unlike the last time you spoke to the Prefect. And he also sounds a lot like Jack Nicholson for some reason. And he says, "Well, look where the cosmos dragged in. If it isn't old Ohio Tobias and his merry band of mischief makers." So, does anything
Agnes
anybody's
is like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this
and
guy?
here's the thing. Anne is standing next to you. She clenches her fist. She snarls like a fucking wolf and then whispers over, like she sniffs the air and whispers to Agnes, "That one reeks of evil."
Oh, yes, he
We
is.
do.
No shit, Sherlock.
Well, she hasn't encountered it before, but she can literally
Yeah,
smell as
but-
evil.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Me
fair.
reeks of evil and fucking crazy.
So, he basically, Tobias is like, "Simmons, I knew we'd face off again." And he's like, "Simmons? Simmons is dead, my friend. You can call me Perfect Simmons." And he says, "Well, since you probably weren't expecting
Oh, dear
me,
God.
I'm guessing you were here for this." He gestures to the control console. He says, "Johnny and I tried getting this old hunk of precursor junk to work. You can try it yourself, perhaps have better odds than we did, but making it work wasn't the point. Bringing you and your fleet here was."
What?
He says, "You see, I've been orchestrating this whole thing on behalf of my perfected lessers. I've got a lot riding on this, what with spreading the joy of perfection to the peons of the middle heavens. I'd offer you the gift, but if you made it this far, you've likely rejected it. It matters little to me. By now, my minions will be on their way to capture your Yanla, and we will soon be on our way to the middle heavens. I can't have you stopping me, though." He says, he looks at Johnny, says, "Johnny, gun." And Johnny kneels before him, is like, "Yeah, Divine One." And Simmons just takes the rifle, cocks the bolt, puts it to his head, and kills him.
God damn it.
Just nonchalantly, just fucking
You
kills.
bastard! I was gonna kill him.
Yeah, we were gonna kill him. We're not gonna get points
Well,
for fucking arrival. No.
So,
I'm
and
confused.
and the last part of the ceasefire, and I'll say, this he turns to Martin. I mean, he's not like aiming at you, but he says, "Tell me something, Martin. You ever achieve perfection with the devil in his daily nights?"
So
Uh,
Oh God. I'm so creeped out right now.
Martin responds, "I'm already and just seeing you."
And
Agnes is just like, I'm gonna be sick.
well, he's saying it's very liberating, almost like the sweet release of death. And now at that point, ceasefire over. Everybody gets 2 story points. And yeah, so
Oh,
what I'll
I
do,
before we get into the next scene, so Johnny was with Charlie, right?
yeah,
Okay. And okay.
We haven't
so
been able to find Johnny for a few days now.
yeah,
So the fucker
so
But
has
was he?
betrayed us.
Did he come out with Charlie, or has he been missing?
he did not. He was not on the ship when you came here. Like basically, as I said, at the end of the last mission, like last session we had, he basically like it occurred to you, he's like, wait, we haven't seen him since at least Dylan Colony. Like he's been gone for a while. Like he just kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
it finally
Every
dawned on
time we
everybody that
asked,
he'd been missing.
was
Yeah.
All right.
So
So then Charlie's still okay. Then that's what I
yeah,
was like.
Charlie
Char-
Squad is fine. Like Charlie Squad was with you.
okay,
It's just Johnny who was missing and is now dead. So
I'm cool.
all right.
Now I'm
So
good.
all right. So initiative time. What I'll do is because I think it'll be funny, I will give a free PC slot before we start, which can be anyone. I'm assuming probably Martin would want to light up Simmons.
Yes.
Okay,
This
so
is his nemesis.
yep. So
and,
all
and
right,
what's the zone designations
good
here?
question. I would say I'll just probably divvy up the room in half.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
fair.
think I think that makes sense. All right. So there's that line. If I think it's visible. Yeah, it's visible. Okay. So all right, Martin, you want to take a shot at Simmons and just pulverize him?
Yeah.
All right. Have at thee.
Okay. Well, I'm still standing, and I haven't moved, so
You get all your usual modifiers.
yeah. So we're looking at what, an 18d6?
Should be, yeah.
Are you sure you don't have more? I think you
More
have sometimes
or
19
yes.
or
Well, you
20
do
or
have some
something.
stress though. Just don't forget, like you have 2 stress, so
Yeah.
that may
No,
help you as
I've got
well.
4 stress.
No, you should only have 2 because you cured all your
Yeah.
stress. Like you cured all your stress during the APC right here, but then you got 2 stress from seeing Simmons again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just a minute. Let's go over it. So that's 9. What? Teen Elf. Teen Elf.
Remember, the smart gun gives you a +3.
Smart Gunner?
No, the smart gun itself has a +3 bonus to the roll. Remember that?
Oh. So that is so I started with +12.
Yeah, because you have, let's see, so your
Got it.
base is 9, you got smart gun for 3, aim for 2, weapon specialist for 2, full auto for 2, and
Heavy
um
weapons.
heavy weapons. So you should be, yeah, you should be at 18.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that's
Oh shit!
Shit.
I
What?
got 2 successes. You
tell you what, if you
panic and
accept the joke, I'll just accept that as a kill if you want.
What?
I'll account that
I-
as just killing him if you want to hear a joke as a payment or as a price of admission. Just for
His
dramatic
dying
effect, you could just
words.
nonchalantly kill him, but he says something stupid before that.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, he sees you take the name of the smart gun. He has like this like oh crap realization. He reaches into like a pocket, pulls out a pair of like bloody cracked glasses that he took from somebody he killed. He's like, hey, you wouldn't shoot a guy with glasses, would you? And then he's just standing there, like, would
Wah,
you? And
wah.
then he's just murking with a smart gun. So
That's the weirdest joke I've ever heard.
it, y- it's
I
this
swear
shtick of
to
like
God.
you wouldn't hit a
Damn.
guy with glasses, would you?
yeah,
But
exactly.
What? I'm sorry. What was that?
have you never heard that joke before? Like you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would
No.
you?
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a phrase, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, bottom line is, like, he's basically paraphrasing by that. Like, he sees you're about to kill him, and he just pulls out a pair of glasses. Like, you wouldn't shoot a guy with glasses, would you? just a desperate attempt to save face, like, just save himself.
Oh, okay.
So, and it obviously failed because
Yes,
you
I
killed
would.
him. So, I mean, I'm just willing to do that for rule of funny. So Simmons is now dead.
Too bad there
So,
wasn't bulletproof glass.
so he's dead. Johnny's dead.
He left his bulletproof Bimax personal shades. Remember, guys, this is a PSA about wearing your safety goggles.
So
That's right. And I rolled a crit. So what? Can I reload?
I mean, you can, well, you have rapid reload, right?
I'm sure I do. Let's see. Yeah.
Yep. Um, so yeah, so you can
Okay.
reload, and then basically, so now here's the thing. So the perfected are obviously, understandably pissed off by this, and the cultists are about to act, but then you hear like like ruckus in the ceiling and like hissing and xenomorphs. Now the good news is this is probably the one time ever that they are not attacking you, because they drop down in front of the children, and the children, spin around, flail around, scream like frightened little girls, and run off with xenomorphs chasing them. So they're out of the fight. Um,
Hell yeah!
so,
Good job, guys.
but you do have the 4 perfected to worry about. So we will now roll initiative.
Oh, they're gonna get melted.
Yeah. Well, no worse than the Joker. So. Oh, look at that! Martin's first up again.
Martin, you poke holes in them and we'll burn them.
I swear to God, this type of character has to be named after me. The Marty. It's the guy with the machine gun with just tremendous firepower. That's all he can do.
Okay, so let's see. So in terms of fast reflexes, so Agnes has it. So let's see, reroll initiative. You can, well, you're at 7. Your other option's 10. Evelyn, you can go from 9 to 4, and then Drill
Yes,
Sergeant,
please.
you can go from 10 to 3,
Okay.
and then Arthur, let's see what he can do. He can go from 8 to 2. So. So there's that after that craziness. All right, so you guys ready to start, or does anybody want to swap around?
Could I swap with Chef,
Sure.
please?
Oops, that's me.
And die with Arthur then.
All right, sure. So swap Evelyn with Two-Face. and where's Agnes? Oh damn, you're all the way over there. So swap initiative with Arthur. There we go. All right. As it look good, everybody, all 4 PCs are first.
Real quick, do you guys want boosts?
Of course. More dice.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so put me up. Martin, do you just want to go at 1 and then I'll boost Evelyn and Agnes?
Okay.
Unless
So
you want to boost. And then I go first and then everybody just shifts.
I can push twice. So yeah, better Martin and Evelyn to get the boost.
Okay.
all right. So am I understanding that Horgus is switching with Martin?
So you want to switch Agnes and Martin because Agnes isn't getting the boost. And then Evelyn and Hargist.
Agnes, and then Evelyn and Horgus. All right. So swap initiative with Horgus. Where's-
And then I'll give the boost to Martin and Evelyn then.
All right. Cool. So, all right, Agnes, you're up.
I'm getting the taste for barbecue aliens. Burn. He's targeting this one over here.
All right. How'd you do that triangular ping?
It's because I have push to talk on alt, so when you do the ping plus alt, you do the triangular one.
Oh, cool. All right.
It's cool, kind of predator-like, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So Agnes, you're up. What are you doing?
Aiming and burning this thing, but this is only the start. Jump to there, okay.
Let's...
Oh my
Oh,
god.
And one more time.
Hit me,
Out of
baby,
ammo,
one
finally.
more time.
Yep. I think this calls for a...
God, he's so dead.
8 successes on this one, base 3 damage, burn.
All right, so
Not
base...
armor piercing,
So
but
let's
fire
see,
damage.
base damage 3, and you got 8 successes, so that's 10?
10, yep.
Oh god, he's so dead. So armor versus fire, he doesn't block any of it, so that's went from 12 HP to 2.
And his burning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on, you gotta roll the fire intensity.
Oh yeah, I fucking forgot, yeah.
So that's probably gonna
12
kill it in one
DD.
shot. Yeah.
Anyone called for a flame grilled alien? Your order's up.
Yeah, rolled a DB instead of D6, but still, it's a one burning
All right.
with it.
So
yeah.
went from 12 to 1. Okay. So that was Agnes, very nice. I'm assuming you aimed and fired?
Yeah, I aimed, so
Alright,
yeah, I'm gonna
so,
reload
all
on
right,
the next.
Drill Sergeant Horgus, you're up.
Alrighty, so I will command Martin. Do we need to combine? We need you both to attack the same guy, right?
What do you mean? You can
Will it
command them
take
to attack different targets.
right, but we need both of them to kill one, right?
Well, you do realize that you have 8 people to their soon-to-be 3, so...
And we could always like do the like machine gun fire to like spread the
Auto-fire to spread out the damage?
damage possibly and kill
Okay.
the yep. Forgot the name of it.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
full
so
auto.
I will command Evelyn to kill that one.
That's 1. Do you want to push that, or...?
Yeah.
Right,
So it's 96 plus
2 DS, because the problem is you got the 1 stress earlier, and you should
Oh
actually roll
shit!
that.
Sorry.
That's fine. Just roll 1 DS and then roll the push, because you might get an extra success. All right, unfortunately no.
No.
So roll 96 plus 2 DS. Oh, much better. Oh my.
Hell yeah. Nice.
So she gets a +5 to shoot that
Oh
one, and then do
boy.
your one for Martin.
And Martin, you can kill that one, I guess. Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
Don't rush into battle just yet, Horgust.
Was that one again?
That's one success. Do you want to push that or keep it?
Oh, shit. Let's push it.
All right. So 9d6 plus 3ds. Another no, 3 successes. So Martin gets a +4. So, all right. Awesome. So
Oh,
it's Horgust. Okay, so Martin, if you shoot at this guy, you get a +4 on top of your usual shit. So you would be at plus 22, like total of 22.
Oh god.
If you want to push that,
Yeah. Let's see.
so 21d6 plus 3ds. I see more 6s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So base damage 3. Are you going to do auto fire to hit multiple targets, or just concentrate it all on one guy?
Concentrating on one.
All right, so let's see. So that's base damage 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so let's see if its armor piercing withstands. Nope. So it's taking, I believe it was 7 damage.
Yep.
All right, so what is? Let's make sure 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So it's down to that. Very nice. Evelyn,
Alright, so
and
I
you get a
will
+5 to
I'll
shoot at
also
that
do
one.
auto fire. Yeah. Yep. I'll focus on that one, but then I'll also do auto fire. So if it I'm sure I'm probably gonna overkill that fucker, so, why waste all the damage on him? Oh boy. So, +3 from the smart gun. 3 and 8 is 11. I will aim. 13. Heavy weapons, 15. Full auto, 17. Weapon specialist, 19. +5. 24.
24.
+1 DS.
Jesus Christ. Ow, what the fuck? Oh, you got 3. I didn't show all of them for some reason. All right, do you want to push that or keep it?
I shall indeed. I think it's just because of the massive amount of dice.
I agree. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
why.
didn't show
All
'em
right, so, all right. Well, 21d6 plus 2ds.
I will mark that stress before I forget. Let's get dangerous.
Very dangerous. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional successes, but you do mag dump.
Yep, so roll
So
my
that's
stress.
a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on this one, assuming you're doing all damage.
Yes.
D6. All right. Oops. Or no, that's 66. Okay, it doesn't soak any of it, so that's you brought it down from 12 to 2. So that is Evelyn, very nice. Anne is going to, because these things don't have acid blood, she's going to move basically just into engaged range with this one that Evelyn shot.
Hell yeah, go get her. Or go get it, Anne.
All right, and then Zavadska is going to fire at this one. And let's see. So aim and fire. So because it's been a hot minute since she's done anything. So let's see, +1. So she's at 7, and then aim is 9. All right, so /R9d6, and ooh, 3 successes on this fellow back here. So that's 3, 4, 5. So I think these armor against fire is that. So that's 5d6. Wow, it soaks 2 of that, but enough damage gets through. So that, and then I got to roll fire intensity, the fun part. /R12d6. Oh shit. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3. So it burns for. Well, I got to roll its armor. Doesn't soak any of it, so that's another 3 damage. Okay, that's the vodka. Two-Face is going to shoot at this guy, finish it off. So I think his pool last time was established to be 12, so /R12d6. And he hits 1 success. That should be enough to kill it. So let's just see. /R60. Oh, just barely. 1 point of damage gets through, and that's enough that he needed to crit it. All right. So it is seemingly dead. I mean, in meta sense, it got rise again, but
Yeah.
so I'll just mark it as unconscious. All right. So that's Two-Face. This one that that got shot is going to move. Let's see. Move into engage range with Gunny, and can't do anything else because moving his own and then moving into engage. This guy, on its next initiative, it rises back up and regains. Oh, hold on, wait, I marked the wrong one as unconscious anyway. So, all right, so it gets 1 point of health back, and is going to stand up as a fast action and then move into this zone as its other action. Sweetwater is going to, quick scope it. So he's just gonna move into engage range, do a little twirl and fire. So let's see, +2 from that. Plus, so I think he's at 9. All right, /R9d6. So he gets that, and then let's roll its armor. Exactly 1 point of damage gets through again, so let's see what its crit is. Oh my, I'm gonna re-roll that. There we go, much better. So he kills it, and then he starts teabagging it. So
Goddamn Sweetwater.
yeah, he's pointing his gun down at it and is doing a little dance on it. So yeah, that's what he's doing for the rest of his turn is teabagging. Arthur is going to move into engage range and pummel this fool. So he gets, I think, 15 d6. A shovel +1. Yeah, it's 15. So /R 15, 15 d6. One success. Oh, hold on, I gotta roll his stress. /R1ds. Oh, he got another success, so he's going to now push that. So /R 14d6 plus 2ds. That's, let's see,
That's
2,
a lot of dice.
3, 4, 5, 6 damage going on this thing. So /R 12d6 for its armor, and its armor soaks 2 of it, so that's, I think, 2, 3, 4 damage. All right, so this thing is almost dead. And then this guy is dead. I gotta mark him as dead because Sweetwater is currently teabagging him. And then this one in front of Anne is going to attack her. Let's see what it does. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
It's gonna die the next round.
Yeah. Or so. Yeah. So let's see. So Anne's got 1 dice for empathy. And I'll also ask, does anybody want, because you can use story point, like the way I see it is your story point, so you can use it to help other people's rolls. Does anybody want to give a story point so she doesn't go ballistic and attack you?
Yep.
Yes.
Agnes will, want to
All
as
right,
well.
well, the first one I heard was Martin, so use your story, like, spend a story point and you can, so she resists.
I still have 3 left. So.
Well, no, hold on. It caps at 3. Like, you cannot have more than 3. So instead of 3, you'd be down to 2. So there's that. That guy. So its attack failed. Round 2 is Agnes. So you see your friend being menaced by this thing, and then you've got another one in front of Drill Sergeant, and then there's the guy in the back.
He knows that Horgust and Arthur will pummel this thing in front of him into mincemeat, but he remembers last time how Anne literally saved him from being permanently paralyzed. So he's gonna be like, "Get off her, you ugly son of a bitch!" And he's gonna
Or alternatively,
burn this
get
thing
away from
here.
her, you bitch. Oh, that reminds me. I actually had a GIF for Martin killing Simmons.
Nice.
If I can, I'll just post it in the chat. Because
So I've used my fast action. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Just pasting this in general chat.
Yeah. The one from Romulus.
Nice.
Nice. So Agnes has used his fast action to reload, and is gonna just normally burn this thing.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's the start of a round, so
it takes. Is this one on fire?
I thought it was. Oh no, it was the one Sweetwater just a teabag.
Yeah,
so never
yeah.
mind.
I don't know why he's teabagging it, even though it's on fire, but
he's just that badass.
I just give Sweetwater a look, and I'm like, I'm not helping you when you burn your nuts off. You're gonna be a fucking moron. I can help you.
Well, that's one way to sterilize yourself. Okay.
Well, that's for the best for humanity.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this thing is taking 3. Roll your panic. And,
yeah. And I will roll the fire intensity.
All right. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I'll roll. I'll roll its armor twice. Okay. All right. So that's another 2. So the good news and bad news. The bad news is that the fire intensity armor roll soaked it all. The good news is that there's enough damage getting through on the initial roll to kill it.
Nice.
No, I'm just gonna say it's dead. I'm sick of this rise again shit.
Okay.
So, all right. That's Agnes. All right, Gunny, what are you doing? You got this thing breathing down on you, but Arthur is also at your side.
I will quick draw the sword and shove it.
Knew it.
In.
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is thrown. No, I can't push it because I got a stress, right?
You can use a story point if you want to hit it.
Yes, I will use a story point.
All right. So.
Because I want to look good.
All right. So. Let's see. Roll. Armor. Yeah, you know what? I'll just say that you You mark it. So.
Oh,
make
we're
it
getting
look
the
good.
stress.
So you want to narrate how you kill this thing? Yeah, everybody does get 1 point of stress, but you do kill it. So.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't roll my panic as well. Sorry.
so you see Horgus, he draws the sword, he's got his stance, he's about to stab the thing moves out of his way, and Horgus goes, no! And at the last second, swipes it back down and slices the creature's neck open.
Oh man, nice. Very nice.
Nice work, Commander.
So this guy is done for. So that just leaves the one in the back, who I think Martin is probably going to murderize.
Mm-hmm. Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your turn. So.
So there's one left.
Yep, just the one in the upper left by Joker. So.
Okay.
The one probably realizing right now that they're in super big danger.
Is that a panic?
What do you mean?
The crit?
Yeah, you roll
In
a
the
face
roll,
on one
yeah.
of the stress die.
Yeah, you roll a face, so you
Dice.
can't push, but you do keep it together. So, all right. So, let's see. Oh god, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on this thing. It's probably not gonna last. Slash R 66. So it blocks 1 damage, but that is still exactly enough to kill it. So, yeah. So you riddle this thing with bullets, and it
Splat.
falls over dead. Yep. So, yeah, I'll say that with that, initiative is over. So there's an eerie silence in the room. There's the you know, overkilled corpse of Perfect Simmons over here. Johnny lying on the ground dead. And comes back over here. So and yeah, so you do actually get a transmission from, like, it's sort of like a more frantic kind of emergency transmission from you know, from fucking Mac aboard the Avalanos, who like hails Horgust in kind of a nervous way and says, Max to Captain Horgust, I'm sorry for the late notice, but we've got an emergency. I'm patching you through. And you do hear, like static chatter, like, emergency frequency chatter from the Yanla saying, like, Mayday, Mayday, we are under attack. An enemy fleet is bearing down on us. We need assistance at once. Which coincides with what the Joker said.
Yeah.
So, and we are going to end it on that cliffhanger. I mean, not the game, obviously, but the
Oh,
session. So,
All right. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
in terms of XP, I mean, you won't be able to spend it on talents right now, but if you want to buff up your skills, I mean, that's still valid. So let's
Do it.
see. All right, XP, where is the questions? Player guide.
Can't beat it.
All right.
I got her list back over it later. I got focus here. Almost done.
Okay, so everybody got your character sheets up?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody gets the base 5.
Yep.
Did you participate in the game session? Yes, everybody did. Did you risk or sacrifice something? Did you follow your personal agenda?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I almost started a war on this stupid big ship.
So, did you risk your life for your buddy?
I don't have one.
I
So-
tried getting that one for Anne there, trying
Yeah.
to burn it, but yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you killed it, I mean, you saved her, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I risked my life for Buddy.
All right.
Don't
Cool.
you agree,
Did you,
Marty?
did you, oh, sorry.
Yep.
Sweet.
Every time that we're in a dangerous situation.
Okay. Did you, stand up to your rival?
Well,
we couldn't
considering
because
the Joker
Johnny
killed my
got
rival,
shot.
I don't know.
Yeah, Simmons took that from you, so.
I no longer have a rival. He's in pieces. His head's in pieces on the floor. He's over
Oh,
there.
Simmons?
And he's over there. No, Johnny. 'cause
Oh,
he
well,
got his
Johnny,
head-
well, Simmons just shot him in the head once and killed him, so.
Yeah.
It was Simmons who got, like, obliterated.
Wait, if we retcon before the end of the session that we came up to Johnny's body and then we just started kicking him with that account.
Dude, don't go there. I was thinking, I was like, would that be really evil if I did that? And I was like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You'd be
just-
no better
I
than
would-
this guy.
Yeah, let's not stoop to the perfected Joker's level. You never come back from that, dude.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. So anyway, I'll take that as a no. Did you make a panic roll? I think it's safe to say everybody did.
Hell yeah.
Did you overcome a dangerous event? I mean, obviously yes. I mean, you had 3, so. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation? Absolutely yes. Fucking Perfect Simmons revealed his master plan. I mean, shortly before he died, but still. Did you?
He's actually dead now, right?
Yeah, he's actually dead.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, that was straight up Simmons, and you just full auto on his face and killed him. It turns out he would shoot a guy with glasses, but anyway, so significant discovery revelation, yes. Perform an extraordinary action of some kind. I'm gonna just give that one all that to the party because I mean, you guys just in general did some pretty awesome stuff. You killed an empress, and what's more impressive, you killed the Joker. So
Imagine the Empress that would have come out of Joker if we hadn't put him down. Damn.
so
Oh, now I'm imagining a fucking like Queen Xenomorph, but it's just like the Joker's face slapped on the alien like Queen.
You do know that thing exists in a comic. There's a Joker xenomorph.
oh
Literally.
Lord,
In
oh
a crossover
no,
Batman comic. Yes.
oh my God, oh my God. Anyway, and did you earn any money?
Oh.
No. So yeah, if you guys want to learn any skills now, you can.
Yep.
So
I have just enough to spend on the skills, and that'll be great.
I think I'll spend the rest of my XP on bumping up medical aid in case it comes up.
yeah, that's a
'cause
good
I don't
idea
really
because
have
it
anything
very
else
well
to
might.
spend it on. Yeah, because my main skills like range combat, like comtech, and heavy machinery have been maxed out since like.
Have you maxed out observation and mobility?
I have not.
Yeah, well, it'd probably be better at any rate to increase your medical aid, especially if you're like the only medic now. So,
Well, now I am, except for Heather. But
well, Heather, yeah.
I've
But
increased
still.
the piloting so that since we hear that the ships are a bit in trouble, I have a feeling that maybe that will be useful.
Yeah, you got a space battle ahead of you. Not going to mince words. So, all right. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Nope.
Well, hopefully that was a fun and/or funny session. So,
Yeah, that was good.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome
yeah,
as
man.
always.
Next session will be in January on the 5th, but I'll do a roll call when we're closer to that. And also just for reference, for the record, so the reason why Johnny was here is because actually per Raw, or like as the book is written, Mother Michaela was supposed to be here, but she's kind of dead. So between everybody like mistreating him, and then Johnny, and then needing like a new like right hand for Simmons, that's why he's here. And as for Simmons, I'm not going to tell. Like, I remember before you guys were saying like, imagine he comes back as perfect Simmons. Like, I held my tongue that session because like, dude, I've been planning this for months. I think honestly close to a year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like, I had this plan for a
I'm not
long time.
surprised. the pinnacle of Simmons' evil, the Joker's evil, coming back as perfected and trying to, kill the fucking galaxy, or whatchamacallit.
Yeah. trying to like transmute humanity in his own. Oh God, can you even imagine?
He just poses in chat the Joker morph that could have happened if we hadn't
Oh
stopped.
Lord. Oh no, I gotta see. Oh, where is it? Jesus Christ.
Yep, that was a thing.
Yep.
Somehow the teeth are worse than normal xenomorph teeth. Because it's like the first thing I saw, the teeth are horrible.
Yep.
The chin definitely
Oh,
screams
please.
Joker, but
Yeah.
well, at any rate, I'm gonna get going. Hopefully, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I guess rest of the year. At least for those who but at least relative to not playing this until next year. So, all right, well, I'll see you guys
So
later.
see you next year, how they say.
Yeah, I guess
Bye bye.
that tracks. Bye.